I burn. Broken. Need to get the import. Fixing the bugbear sheet. Yeah. Yeah. Now I don't have to do manual rolls on him anymore. Yay!
That bodes well.
It's so fun. Love it.
All right, so you guys were exploring around. You found, corridor after several corridors. Really weird layout to the castle. And the bugbear's kind of like, saying, if there's nothing down that way, there's a corridor and there's another door down here, kind of like pointing up at the door that's down this other corridor over here.
Well, I mean, let's keep going.
Absolutely.
Since Rick is in here, who has the next highest AC to be like the meat shield?
That'd probably be me with 16.
I have a feeling it's going to be me with 18.
I mean,
17.
I can get to 18 if I want to, but I don't.
The bugbear will go first.
Okay. Sacrificial cleric?
Yes.
I'll be second, I guess. And I believe Rio, you will hold up the back, just in case.
Walking my happy ass forward.
So just kind of ignore the room I'm going to be dropping you guys off into. It's basically just a I basically set up a new random interiors sort of mapping system. So still having difficulty with this grabbing stupid drag and drop. Stop it.
Stop it.
Would
It's an L.
Hello.
Okay, now it's not. There we go. For some reason, my mouse is having issues. I'm sorry.
That sounds good. Ooh.
So it's basically just some random interiors and random corridor sort of stuff.
Uh-huh.
We got here is the random room. All right. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna need to make that bigger. Now the characters actually in there. It's bigger. So
This is
you guys are it's a big. As you enter in, you can see that at one time this was a dining hall of sorts. Now, as you're looking around the interior from the doorway, you see that it's littered with old corpses, pretty much dried out, skeletonized, ragged armor, all that. Just corpses lying across broken tables, all humanoids of various kinds. Although some of them are wearing rusty chainmail, others are in old rotten hide armor. So you kind of get the impression that humans and elves sort of people versus some kind of goblinoids, maybe bugbears, probably hobgoblins, given the what you can see from these things and your knowledge of such things. But from skeletons, especially in armor, it's difficult to tell humans from elves. You would need an actual forensic anthropologist to tell you that. They're definitely not halflings, not dwarves.
What else is in the room? Can I see from my position, being fourth?
Yeah, the bugbear kind of steps aside and kind of lets you guys in. That reminds me of Rhiannon, you still have your magic senses is still up, correct?
The detect magic spell, it lasts for 10 minutes. So if we've been chilling, if it's
So
been
you
10
haven't
minutes,
rested. You're just kind of like you poked your heads into the one room. You're still wandering around. So I'm gonna give you it's still about the 10 minutes and it's like
Okay.
close to being up at this point. And as you guys like kind of all step into the room, Rhiannon, your magical senses just start going haywire. The room itself, before you stepped in, seemed to be kind of blank and empty. Like, there's just like a general hum in the castle itself that it was hard to pin down what kind of magic it was. It was just like, just a, kind of a little small static in the back of your head, if you know what I mean. But now you basically this huge wave of conjuration magic of some kind, and actually no, necromantic magic, not conjuration, comes up basically from the floor as soon as you guys all start wandering in, and just goes for everything that's in the room.
stop.
Oh, what's the matter?
I'm getting a very sense that there's a very strong necromantic. My spidey sense is tingling.
And even as she's starting to hand that out and Ross is asking what's going on, the skeletons begin to twitch and move. You hear bones just kind of going, rattling against each other. As the skeletons rise up, their eyes all glowing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ew.
that.
Well, it's good that we have the bookworms up in front.
Yep.
Oh no, William here as well. Sorry.
Bookworms and a drunkard. It's fine. It should tee off. Jesus Christ.
Eager motherfucker.
I'm gonna learn.
Walks up to skeleton. How do you work?
How do I pull you apart?
Oh god.
Yeah, some of the more fleshy ones is kind of like,
Roundabout.
the skeleton, the ones that are pure skeletonized at this point are all like, clutching their weapons and all that. But the ones that still have kind of fleshy bits are, looking at you with hunger. You can almost sense it coming off of them.
I'm not giving them any rations.
Huh. I won't know.
God damn it! 1 second. Need to fix the zombie
Token.
thing now. Yeah, it's tokens. Give me 1 second.
Come look at my spells.
I'm just sitting here still realizing I have a natural 20 in my portents.
Oh yeah, that's good. And there are still some people.
Yeah, I just realized that. Sorry, my bad.
No problem. I'm quickly going through my spells to see if there's anything that could do some good things.
Yeah, I already used my channel divinity, so I can't do shit.
Yeah. The thing is, they are concentration spells, and I'm gonna be up there punching them in the face. So,
I love them zombies so much.
They're still moving slower than you guys. Well, because I haven't rolled for Adler yet. Unless somebody wants to take over his character sheet for me, because I've got skeletons and zombies to manage, and 3 other NPCs.
I mean, I can try, and I'm sure. Why the fuck not?
Sure, I can control him in a second.
one of them is fast. I mean, oh no, a bunch of them are fast.
That skeleton though.
Yeah, I think we've got to watch out.
2 of them are just like, I'll go get you.
Let me see how bad his sheet is. 1 second. Just, God damn it. I completely forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Alright.
I completely forgot about him. Let me fix his AC and attack real quick.
Oh, Adler?
Yeah, I completely forgot. Like, everybody else was preparing the thing. Oops, Adler got called away. I forgot to fix this thing while we were doing that. Yeah, go me. I apologize.
It's alright.
I just realized there was something I missed anyway.
Woefully unprepared, even though I thought it was working on this so good this week.
Alright, so.
He has an AC of 19, and he's got longsword. Divine Might.
Are you hurt?
No, it was just a test.
Alright.
That was the thing I forgot to add.
I have one spell slot left. Should I save that spell slot for healing word out of character?
Nah, we'll be fine.
I still have a bunch of spell slots. You do whatever you want to do.
For weapon.
Because I kind of want to cast Bane.
I don't want a longbow, you stupid thing. Sorry.
She's got a lot of healing stuff, so she's got, out of character, since we're just kind of spitballing now, she's got ranged and touch healing, and she's got an AoE heal.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I've only
AoE heal.
Yeah, prayer of healing. Yeah, I've only spent the detect magic.
Note to the GM, tell me before you attack me because I have this ability which I need to declare before you roll your attack. Because that's how it technically works.
Okay, cool.
Not that I can say, oh, I see that it crits me, now I'm gonna use it. No. So, if I don't declare it for the attack, I can't do it. But if you tell me that he's going to target me, I'll do it.
Shield and chainmail, okay. Got other skills, but apparently they didn't import under the sheet.
I haven't used the key point yet, have I? I don't remember using one.
I don't remember using one.
I don't think you have.
All I've used has been my luck point.
Yeah, I burning hands some people, but no key points.
Yeah.
That was because they were old.
I used one superiority dice.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Also, I did not remember all 3 of my maneuvers. I remembered 2, so I took a...
Okay, now you have control of Adler. Sorry about that. Wait.
Okay.
We can just kind of use it as a. This guy has armor, and this guy has a sword. Pretty much right now, his god is not speaking to him.
So I don't have any of his spells or anything.
Yeah, just pretend his god is not speaking to him, and he looks brain dead except for attack, defense.
You got lay on hands. That.
So that was for Adler. It popped up as me though.
Yeah, it's just because it's your name in the chat.
Oh, okay.
You don't have.
And my 2 lizard guys don't have. I need to fix them too. It looks like.
I didn't get the selected token because it didn't pop up in the chat or in the initiative thing.
Sorry, what? Can you repeat that?
I was just saying, whoever rolled for Adler has to click on his icon, his token, and then roll.
Oh, my bad. Here, I'll redo that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh shit.
I should put up a tiebreaker.
Technically, his first roll was a 10. If you want to do that,
You could probably change it yourself. It's going
okay.
to listen. I didn't change the number.
There, I switched.
From the character, Sunday looks like he can handle himself.
Oh yeah, he looks prepared.
He looks prepared, but
And
is
I have
he?
a bugbear.
Just
So many sheets, so little time.
put plate
This
on.
is why I always use multiple. I have multiple screens going, so I usually have everything out on a completely different screen from the display for all my attack things, and now I have them all bunched up onto one side. So that's why it's taking so long.
Well, 20.
Like I said, as I said, in 2 weeks, next session, I will have a fully functioning desk once more, and I will no longer be suffering this indignity.
This indignity.
Yeah.
Indignity.
Light upon my person.
Yeah, everything is in order now. John, you're first.
Oh, right. Well, looking at the entire situation. Oh, goody. I'm dead. This one I'm going to attack with a firebolt.
Nice.
And of course, I know putting these sheets on top of something, and it's the stupid thing. Okay, 5 points. The zombie, the scary skeleton, does not seem to be very happy about that. Of course, its expression doesn't change. It's not like it has any lips. But you get the distinct impression that it's now completely focused on you, John.
And I go over here.
In fact, you get the distinct impression that other zombies are now focused on you as well.
I'm short and stout.
Your tasty snack.
So this skeleton comes running out. Can't quite get to John, but he can get to Sunday. So skeleton just kind of short swords.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Let's try and get to his dessert first.
But in that case, I will. I'll use my reaction, and I'll use my whip to stay it off. Put some distance between.
Zombies. Why does that have to be? What do you want next?
I'm like, fuck off.
I'm like, no. It's like a lion tamer, but with skeletons.
Sit.
The skeleton runs over towards William. Short sword raised high.
I'm gonna use guarding flare, so it has disadvantage on its attack.
13
As a
then.
reaction. That misses, I think. Let's check. Yeah, that misses, luckily. And I'm one guarding flare down.
Excellent. Next skeleton. Let's see how. This one's also attacking William.
That one misses unless it has advantage.
Nope, no reason for it to have advantage. Skeleton, not a kobold.
Kobold skeleton.
No, it doesn't appear to. Even so, when the Yanin.
I'm gonna scoot around over here, and I'll take a whack at purple.
Okay. Mace to the face misses. The skeleton would laugh at you now.
Sweet. That's it.
So, the lizard folk, seeing you in trouble, shuffling sheets. Oh, that's how that looks. Cool. All right, so this guy, he comes up and around. There we go. Comes up and around your character. Lifts his club and smacks the skeleton with it, and grimaces as he misses. Sunday. I keep wanting to say Sunday.
Today on Sunday fights a skeleton.
No, it's like Sunday. Come to the such and such place to see the monster truck, this or that, or something other equally ridiculous.
Okay, so I'm going to use my whip to attack orange skeleton.
I thought it was an 80s thing or something. Maybe it's just in this country. Ooh. Orange takes very nice damage.
I'm going to make it a trip attack.
11 points of damage. You see ribs flying. You see one of its arms, thankfully only needs one arm to attack you, can go flying off. The trip, let's see. Manages to stay on its feet.
Do you roll superiority dice for that at all?
No, it's just a DC. I don't add anything to it.
Okay.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
For trip attack it is.
So the skeleton saunters over here and pokes at John with its short sword.
Oh dear. Nope.
Actually, you guys were right.
Yeah, because it should be extra damage on everything except for,
Yeah,
I think rally.
I should have rolled a D8 as well.
Oh yeah,
damage.
Yeah, for next turn. Zavi comes over, goes for Sunday.
Ow.
William.
I will punch the one right in front of me in the face with my fist.
That's how that works. It's much more convenient than stacking the sheets up over things. I wonder why. Duh. Never know how to do that before. After 2.5 years, I finally figured something else about functionality in Roll20. Yay! So, which one did you just attack? I'm sorry.
Orange.
Orange. That's bludgeoning. Oh, even without the extra damage from bludgeoning, that orange is dead. Basically, just go one punch, and the skull explodes into powder, and the rest of the body drops, setting the sword to clank on the ground and finish breaking uselessly.
Could I step in?
If you have still movement, yes, you can.
I'll move into his space then, and I'll use flurry of blows on the purple one.
Okay.
That's 1 key point, and then 2 on attacks.
That one's dead too. If you come in, you strike right into the chest cavity. It explodes everywhere, ribs all over. You completely shatter the spine. The body just kind of collapses to the ground.
Alright, so my second flurry blow is then going into red.
As a zombie.
Excellent, did twice. I don't know, does 10 hit? I know they have very low AC, but I
It
don't
hits,
know if
but it
it's
doesn't
that
do
low.
much damage.
Alright. That's my turn.
This zombie comes right at William.
Guarding flare.
And completely misses.
I don't need it, but I still said it, so
Adler!
He'll go up to. I don't think the skeleton is marked by color. But
Yeah, there's no more colors left, so that one's just blank.
Well, I'll just take this one.
Blank stare.
That's a hit.
It doesn't do the Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you have to click the stupid bottom thing. And that one's dead.
See, I told you this was easy.
Bugbear. Yeah. I'll make short work of these guys. Bugbear. Bugbear just kind of brings his Morning Star around at the skeleton in front of it. Piercing instead of bludgeoning damage for some reason. It doesn't do as much. It doesn't completely destroy it. The skeleton is missing ribs. It's got one side crushed, but it still has a weapon it can fight with. Nolan. Oh, I moved Nolan when I was supposed to move Raja. I'll move Raja now then. Raja comes up. Technically, she's not a wizard folk. She is a magic folk shaman. See if the shaman sheet's working. No, the shaman sheet is not working. So I'll just use the attacks with the pretend she has a club right now and use that. I'll fix her up after this battle. She does 10 points. Oh, no, she only does 5 points of damage. It's a zombie instead of the skeleton. She does 5 points of damage. Skeleton runs at the bugbear. Short sword stabs the bugbear. Oof. Bugbear is now bleeding. Other skeleton. This one happens to have a bow and arrow. Takes aim at William. Fires.
I already used my reaction. Why did I do that?
Oof.
I could have captured that arrow and thrown it back. I'm so sad now.
The arrow comes whizzing over the zombie and lands right into William's shoulder. Blood spraying on Rhiannon and Raja and Sunday.
You.
Highly alcohol-containing blood.
John's turn.
Oh, okay. I will. Actually, I can technically go through my allies because of halflings.
Yep. Bugbear's an ally. The lizard folk's an ally.
I'm gonna walk over here and go, hello, and I'm gonna fire at the skeleton that shot William.
Nice. Damage. Yeah. The skeleton, instead of going for Sunday, goes for the bugbear. Oh!
I would like to use portent.
There's portent diff.
I can change it out, and I'm gonna change it to a 14, so it's not a crit.
Didn't you already use the 14?
Nope, I did not. Not since our
Bugbear
last
grunts
sleep.
as the blade breaks across one of his arms. Yeah. I'm going to smash you, you bag of bones. Said twice. This one said, yeah. Rhiannon, your turn.
I'll go around.
Bugbears don't have a lot of health if that's 4. Jeez.
The zombies have more health than zombies, but zombies have poor AC.
How much health does the bugbear have?
Bugbear looks like it's okay. You know, got some nicks and scratches. William has that arrow stuck in him, but he doesn't look like he's too badly hurt.
Yeah, I just can't see.
More like, you know, kind of like a scalp. Well, it's stuck in his shoulder, but it's the equivalent of a scalp wound where it looks that nasty, but it's, you know, there's blood everywhere, but it's really not that dangerous.
Yeah, he's fine. I'm gonna take a whack at Blue. Jesus H.
Poor cleric. So now back to the correct ordering things of the lizard folk. Raja, who's currently borrowing one of her brother's clubs, goes to town on the zombie. Sunday.
Okay. Well, it was a pretty good attack on the zombie in front of me, so I am going to at this zombie over here. I'm just gonna take out my net and throw it over it and try to catch him in it.
If you miss
Blue,
and catch
red or
me-
blue?
Blue.
A large or small creature hit by a net is restrained until it's freed. And DC, a creature can use a DC strength check. But it's freeing itself, okay. So this one, the net catches itself, it has to free itself on its turn.
Exactly.
What will you do now that the net is around this zombie?
Well, that is my attack action. So I'll realize that I still have enemies around me and whimper.
Oh wait, you're next to red, not blue. Hold on.
No, I did it to blue.
Oh yeah, sorry. My brain is.
He's like,
Your tokens are still new to me because we're playing newer characters, so I was confusing I was confusing the picture of William and the picture of Sunday. So. That's an actual web. That one, yeah. The skeleton's dead, no longer on the board. This zombie is going after Sunday. The fetid stench of decay comes from its mouth as it hisses at you. And it misses.
Oh.
William.
I just reeled back in.
I'll use my sword to cut red, the one next to me, unless I miss, of course.
The first one hits.
The first one hits. Yeah,
Yep.
I accidentally clicked twice again.
And
That's
it dies.
damage. And then I can move.
I can move clear.
I say
the
fuck.
zombies.
I'm gonna punch the one in the face that just shot me. And I'm gonna run over there. I'll probably get an attack of opportunity from blue, but I mean he has disadvantage.
Blue can't. Blue's struggling with that net.
All right, and let's see if I can hit him in the face.
Yes. And that's a 10 for 10.
Yeah, for 5.
Actually, they are vulnerable to bludgeoning, so it's twice. So yeah, 10. GM rule is also that the zombie in the net doesn't have the wherewithal to strike back. An intelligent creature in the net might. A zombie, no. GM's choice, you remember?
Okay, so I can keep him.
All right.
All right, we're on the specimen now. We're gonna.
Don't worry. We can put them in our pocket. I'll reduce them.
You ever seen
I'm gonna throw him out like a
Shaun of the
Pokeball. Go,
you ever
stop
seen
it.
You ever seen Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the end of Shaun of the Dead?
Yep.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh my god.
You're my friend now.
Or if you even one better. Ever seen the movie Fred? Or it was no, not Fred. Sorry, Fido.
Oof.
Oh.
No, I have not.
Great, it's a great zombie movie. I don't think it was ever made to the theaters, but it's a great zombie movie. You have to look it up.
Fine. I think that's my turn. I don't want to use a key points to finish off a zombie at skeleton at 1 health. He's probably not going to kill me anyway, so.
Strange zombie. The strange zombie breaks free. The net flutters to the ground.
No.
Adler.
He'll go over here to yellow and take a left.
Oof.
Bugbear will join Adler in fighting this thing. Morningstar around. And misses. Adler, roll a dexterity check for Adler.
Oh jeez.
Oh fuck, says 16, that's a bitch.
Oh boy. So the Adler attempts to dodge out of the way as the Bugbear's Morningstar misses the skeleton somehow and makes a glancing blow against him for 8 points of damage.
Oh.
Blood now flows down the side of Adler's face from the sharp spikes that he failed to dodge.
You're good for nothing, you bloat bugbear. I feel like he was.
Nolan, top of the skeleton over here, and goes for the zombie. That skeleton goes for the bugbear. Misses. That skeleton goes for William. Oops. And misses. I kept hitting that for some reason. John!
16 does it.
No,
Oh,
I accidentally hit it twice.
Oh, yeah,
it was
that's
for
been
5.
happening to me as well.
Yeah.
Alright, 5 misses.
He's got that. Go over here. Wander over here.
Middle of the old dining room.
Firebolt at blue. Boop.
And misses.
That's a miss.
Skeleton goes for the bugbear.
Huh.
Oh, the bugbear is bleeding more heavily as his other arm is slashed. Rhiannon!
Realizing that I'm not playing my fighter, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on blue.
Zombies, they're known for their dexterity.
Like this one takes 8 damage. Who comes next? Raja. Raja steps up on the corpse over here and goes for the zombie. Oops. Close the page. Hold on a second. Zombie, lizard folk. Very close. Alright. Yeah. She basically just swings the club around and just decapitates the zombie with it. Basically, it's kind of crushing the skull and the neck, and the head just kind of drops off as the body collapses to the ground.
Ew.
Who can be fierce? Sunday, what do you do?
I go for pink skeleton with my whip.
And Pink Skeleton collapses. Its head is knocked all the way across the room. The whip is very accurate, leaving behind only 2 skeletons.
If then I'll use my movement to get out here.
Oh, hello, Sunday.
Hello.
Dead. William.
I will headbutt green.
But green.
And Green dies.
And then I
I'm gonna headbutt you.
And that
11.
misses.
God damn it.
That's not a zombie you're fighting, it's just a skeleton.
Should I use? No, I'm not going to use your key points.
I don't think it's gonna survive
Yeah.
until a lot of things.
Both Adler and Bugbear.
Good.
And Lizard.
Edler.
He's gonna hit it again.
Snake.
Oh yeah, that skeleton's dead. And that was the last of them. Woo! Congratulations, guys.
I like how the 2 short folk didn't take any.
Oh, they were
You
smart.
should
They
laugh.
ran away.
I ran into the middle of everything.
Okay, let's see. We had 6 skeletons and 2 zombies, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
6. 1, 2.
Let's
Yep.
calculate that.
Was 2 Tarasks and 5 holders.
And the Feather King.
Yes, exactly.
And John Sprinkle-Bottom.
Okay, let's see how many
Wait,
how many characters we have here. Give experience points 2. Calculator and figure that one out real quick. All right. We all gain 70 experience points.
I'm good at math.
2920.
Looking around, you find
I'm gonna
yourself.
pop everybody up.
You find yourselves in an old dining hall. Looks like a large place that was probably several long tables, probably fed the people from the barracks along with whoever ran this place, like a much fancier table now in pieces on one side. There's an archway leading off into a good kitchen space, and there is another door kind of set into the wall in one corner. Cool. Even the bugbear gets 18, huh?
Yeah, I believe so.
Nice. That brings them back up to full.
Holy crap, that's a good spell.
It takes a minute to cast, but yeah.
You got the minute. Means the other spell, the ability to sense magic, is now gone away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna investigate the room.
Can I pick up a short burst from one of the skeletons?
Roll a 1d2. We'll see if any of them are salvageable. No, each one you touch and try to pick up kind of crumbles in your hand.
Alright.
You don't seem to find anything else interesting in the room. Just kind of like, bits and pieces of dust and debris. No usable treasure. All of the armor and all the weapons seem to be badly created and destroyed. It looks like the the animation spell that brought these things to life as necromancy also kept, weapons and armor intact long enough to fight you guys. But now that they're all destroyed, they're basically just crumbled in the dust.
Where's the archway?
It just it's probably on the western wall. Like it came up from the south, and the western wall would probably have the archway into the kitchen.
Are there
Walk
any
into the kitchen.
are there any closed bottles of wine?
No. You can't even really tell what used to be a bottle and what was like a glass and what was like something serving, because everything's in pieces, like little tiny bits of glass that's like long since just been laying there in the dust. Looking into the kitchen, you see like lumps of dirt, which may at one time, like maybe 100 years ago, have been food, maybe 200 years. It looks like the kitchen was once like really nice, and then whoever was using the kitchen died or was like, driven out, and later something else kind of like came in, set up housekeeping, like knocked out some of the pots around and put in a like cauldron and a dead fire pit, and even that looks like it's been like long since unused. The counters, like some of them have like old ancient bones on them.
Quick
Neat.
question. Whenever I did have Detect Magic up, you said that it was emanating from the floor. Was that localized because
You don't know. All you know for certain is that when you walked into the room, something from under the floor somewhere came up and animated the skeletons and that. You don't know if it was like when it was up that if there's anything in this room in particular, but your sense of your location sense thing basically had the feeling that something was traveling from lower levels and animated the skeletons based purely on you guys moving around.
I think the lower that we're going to go in this dungeon or this castle, I think more necromantic power will lie.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fine.
I think there's a necromancer out, the bugbear asks.
I mean, just look. I didn't get hit at all.
The bugbear looks over at the halfling. Says, "Ha! I could probably hit you. I hit Pretty Boy over here. Wasn't on purpose, but I hit him."
Because you missed a skeleton.
So the bugbear kind of glares and says, "Maybe I wanted to hit the elf." Kind of backing off on what he just said earlier.
Fair.
Adler gives him the stink eye and just walks away.
The black eye.
So there wasn't Rhiannon was kind of checking out the room. Was there anything on the walls or anything on the archway?
Nothing that still exists, if you know what I mean. It's like there used to be things. There used to be like probably art or tapestries, but now everything's like been destroyed, either ripped off the walls or fell away from age and decay. There's just like one door on like the north wall, and then the archway on the west, and then the open door on the south.
Okay, so go up to I guess the north side door.
Yeah, I'll follow around behind her.
I'll follow straight behind my fellow bookworms.
I'm fixing a character sheet.
Good.
Wanted to make sure that the two lizard folk characters had proper sheets. Personally, so you're heading over to the door in the north wall. That is what you said, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you head over there. Unlike some of the other doors you've run into before, this one's definitely unlocked. The bugbear kind of looks at it, looks at you. It's like, oh, it's again made out of wood. This one looks like it's very aged, like it's been there even longer than a lot of the other things around here have been. But it's unlocked.
Being untrusting of just this whole situation, she's going to go ahead and detect magic again. And then she will, after that has taken effect and knows that there's no hinky business on that door.
There's clearly no magical traps on the door. However, you can feel a strong presence of magic somewhere beyond there. Like there's like a general feel of conjuration and necromantic energies. It's like coming through that door, but not actually concentrated on. There's no traps or anything on that door, but just like something beyond that door is emanating such magic.
Okay. Knowing that, she's going to swap places with Adler. And just because he is a paladin and might have a little bit more advantage, and then I will have him open the door. Bond this door. There is the same evil presence. You should be prepared, and I'll let everybody in the party know.
It'll be fine.
And she'll maintain concentration.
That means there's still activity at this place.
Indeed.
I'll take out my notes. Write down necromantic activity, question mark.
I hold a book and I use Mage Hand to write.
You're always fancy.
Rhiannon, not having a good time with her mace, actually takes up her leather tome and holds it over.
This visual image of the nerds doing that is just hilarious.
I got a book, I have notes, and I'm writing with a Mage Hand. It's fine.
A pen is mightier than a sword.
And the non-nerds in the party just kind of look at you and just shake their heads. The bugbear is completely confused at what the hell you guys are doing.
I'm gonna take a swig from my flasks looking at that.
Hey,
no.
using Mage Hand, I have a free hand for spells.
Okay.
That's so smart.
So you open the door and you see a long set of stairs heading down. Rhiannon, from your point of view, there's a lot of magical energies kind of wafting up at you. There's like a famous sense of necromantic energies, and then there's some greater effects of conjuration energies, and just a weird foul feeling.
Want me to go scout it out? Maybe? Quick up and down? Just in case?
You can happily go first. May I just take a look down the staircase first? Just look down.
It leads into darkness. It seems to curve around and double back around itself, so you can't see the bottom from here.
Alright. Does the architecture change or anything?
It's basically, it still seems to be stone, but it's like more aged down there.
Ah, okay. I'm just thinking maybe it was a new edition or something, but if it's
No,
older, then...
if it is from your senses, from what you're looking at right here, it's almost as if whoever built the castle built it around the door and whatever was behind it. At least that's from what you're looking at outside the door and beyond the door.
Okay, so can I tell what it is? Who built it? Probably humans again, but you never know.
It feels like humans, but for some reason the architecture beyond this, you know for certain that the architecture in this room that you're standing in was definitely built by humans or, humanish beings, like, from basically you could tell it was built with a human in mind. And by the people of a time of about 200 years ago, something like that. What's behind this door, you think it was built by humans because it just feels like it, because it's not like gentle the way the elves would be. It's not the structure doesn't look like it would be dwarven. There's no way a gnome or a halfling would have built this.
All right.
But beyond that, you even with all of your knowledge of history, you can't place the actual style beyond the store of when it was built.
I'm just gonna relay that information and go, this is very interesting.
I'm keep making notes.
So is Ryan.
William goes, it's the door.
Fascinating.
Adler goes, why are we not moving in?
Adler's probably face palming at this time.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I could see him there with the face palm. It's like, ugh. Why did I ever do this? Why wasn't I just sleeping? Why didn't I just stay home with my brothers? Why? Why am I the dumb? Well, excuse me. How do you guys proceed from this point?
Also stealthy, like 20 feet ahead of the party, because like 20 feet is nothing. And it's a 15 stealth, I guess, down the stairs.
Alright.
Of course, I have light on my sword, so I don't know how stealthy exactly I will be. So,
Right.
because I can't see in the dark. But
Yeah, that seems counterproductive, but you do you.
Well, at least you don't make any sounds, maybe.
It's true.
I'm gonna follow. Probably not. Like behind whoever's right behind, or 20 feet behind him. Done this.
What?
I will go behind John.
I will go behind.
Okay, so basically setting you guys up in order in the corridor. You see the corridor thing over here? Like just basically put yourselves in marching order over there.
I'm really not gonna make Adler go front. I'll put Rhiannon up. I don't want his character to die.
I'll be like a good 15.
Who's in front? I'm not sure which side you guys are on. Okay.
William is going first, I think. That's the order, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
I would prefer to be like 20 to 50 feet ahead of the party.
Alright, we'll move back.
I mean, I can get back to you guys, no problem.
I'm on top of somebody. It looks like.
Okay, 1 second. I'll fix that. I just figured I might as well extend this the size of this corridor if we're gonna do that.
If John would ride the bugbear, he would be unreachable by the enemies. They can.
John uses reduced on himself. And hide.
Just disappears. Implode.
That'd only be 1.5 feet tall. It's fine.
Alright, so that looks about right.
Yeah, for setting everyone maybe like that.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'd
setting
probably
up some dice to make it easier for me to roll, and you guys get see when I'm rolling.
might be
Roll in the trap. With what?
Maybe I should be checking the traps now that I think about it.
Well, That's metagaming. Step on that trap. Show his boss.
I mean, to be honest, I should be able to dex my way out of the trap.
Can I be in between the two lizard folk?
One
Sure.
isn't that bad.
So I'd be like right there behind a bugbear. So I have a triangle of people.
Holding
Not that
both their hands.
John really cares. He just kind of bumbles through everything. But I think they're faster than him, so they probably can outpace him pretty easily.
All right. So you head your way down the stairs. Down the stairs, you make a turn, and everything just seems to get a little bit colder as you completely go down the stairs some more. Finally, you find yourselves on a landing. And you are looking down at... And from this point on, you will have to do complete theater of the mind. If anybody wants to make a map, you may. If you just want to try to figure out where the hell you are based on remembering it, you may. It's up to you.
Alright, should we have a complete blank canvas on the Roll20 maybe if we want to draw something?
No, I'm thinking personal maps if you want to use
Okay.
scrap paper. This is basically this is going to be theater of the mind. We're just going to be using this.
Okay, I'll get my note out.
Anybody
I'm
need?
not very good at it.
Yeah.
My friends always say that when I draw maps in D&D, everything looks like penises.
Well, you know.
You know.
Kurt, give me 1 second, guys. My back hates me. Yeah. It's like always wanting to hurt on me when I it's the worst possible minute.
So the staircase is 20 feet.
Yeah, it felt like it was like 20 feet going down, like 10 feet down, and then makes a turn on a landing, another 10 feet down. And it opens up into a rectangular room, it basically opens up south-facing rectangular room, 20 by 40, and you've got this passage here, and you have about 5 other passageways.
Ooh.
Getting up from it, let's see, it's a rectangle, so you've got like the one on the one end, and then you have 2 more on the other 2 points of the triangle, sections of the triangle, like the 2 walls coming out. Each of them is, let's see, how do we go? Yeah, it's like the first one you're looking at is a corridor. So you have a corridor looking at there. Then you have a door. After that, there's another corridor. And another corridor. So it's like, you basically going from looking to the south. You have on your right, which would be the west, you have a corridor, and then a door, and then on the southeastern side, you see 2 more corridors. The triangular room.
Wait, triangle or rectangle?
You did say rectangle first, I believe.
Oh, sorry, that's rectangle. For some reason, I thought my brain changed it to triangle. But I think we're going to go with I think we are going to go with triangle. I'm sorry. Anybody's drawing in pen. Triangle just sounds far more interesting.
Do any of the doors feel colder than the other ones?
The room itself is still cold, and Rhiannon, from your point of view, you're still feeling like the conjuration magic. It just seems to be coming from everywhere. It's like it's soaked into the fabric of everything around you. Like so, there's no specific direction it's coming from. In terms of the colder, no, it feels mostly uniform to you.
I'm beginning to sense this whole place might be magic.
Oh,
Fascinating.
I'll say we take this path and I'll just head off to the left.
So there's two corridors there. Do you go to the first corridor or the second corridor?
The first corridor.
All right.
You can't hesitate on these things, I say, and just walk in.
I follow right behind him.
I guess I'll be third.
That one only goes about 5 feet before the following happens.
Sunday dies.
Sunday go boom.
Don't worry, John's right behind you.
Take half of the blow.
Okay. I'm just seeing what we got here. Hold on one second. So many different options. So little time.
So the room we were just drawing out, there was five different options, but is there another door on the south of the room, or is it from the staircase where we came down?
That's the staircase you came from. There was five ways out of that particular room, which includes the door you're coming in.
Okay. Just clarifying, making sense.
Hold on, counting something. Alright, okay. And I forgot to pull out one of the diet that I really needed. Yay! Done me. Ah, fuck that. Just somebody roll me a 1d100. Using it on here instead of me destroying things. Okay, so we got ice 7.
That's a good roll.
Lucky number 7.
5 feet beyond the basically barely a room in itself. You come into what looks like a large banqueting hall. It seems that the secondary corridor, the other one on that one hall, this is also led into this room as if, for some reason somebody had built, 2 passageways leading from one leading from one room into another. Like, no rhyme or reason to have a wall there. But,
This is a large rectangular room then.
No, it's a large banquet hall of some kind. It looks like, unlike the floors upstairs where everything was all decrepit and decayed, this room looks like the banquet was here just yesterday. The table is clean. It's cleared off, but it's not decayed whatsoever. It's all clean and sparkly. The chairs are all in place. There's even silverware lining the table. And there's even some banners around the wall. It's hard to say. They all seem to be solid colors like white and red instead of any specific design. But it's like everything looks pristine.
I will walk in, grab a plate, and inspect it with my historical knowledge.
Also, right behind him.
And number 3 in Nerd Club, right behind him.
In
When you're looking at the plate, it feels solid in you in your hand. It feels like it was just washed and dried and set back on the table. And the look of it, the way that you can it's got conjures images in your mind of like a cathedral or some like really fancy upper end temple, and their banqueting hall during a celebration of the public or the really more rich and important, like bishop type people might eat off of.
Huh. I put the plate back down.
Does this place, do I know any like lore about this maybe? Recall a piece of, can I recall a piece of lore from this building?
Look at the banners. Maybe that's a clue.
Yeah, I'll do that as
Roll
well.
roll 1d100 for me. You have this weird notion that you cannot identify the religion whatsoever, no matter how much research you put into it. That the banners and some of the little bits of simplified decoration in this room are meant to celebrate some kind of winter or northern holiday. But for the life of you, you can't tell what or whose religion it might belong to. It's almost like static in the back of your head. Like, you should know this because you're a historical researcher, but it's just out of your grasp, teasing you.
Stand out to her.
John's letting know what little information he had.
I don't know if she heard me.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I was saying that Rhiannon starts flipping through her book and wants to see if she has any information in regards to this.
Roll a 1d100. So you've got about the same info that I just gave to John. It just feels like it belongs to some kind of northern religion or, winter celebration, but for the life of you, you can't tell what from which. It's just like there's static in your head, and it's going to drive you mad if you can't figure it out.
And I can't do a religion check for that?
You can try a religion check.
I will.
Nope. It completely slips away from you.
Were there other exits out from this area?
1 second, please. I'm going to get up and grab something while you guys are still chatting amongst yourselves. Since you're currently not chatting amongst yourselves. Yeah, there is one other exit, like across the room from you. Like there's 2 exits on your wall because that's where you came in, and then there's like one other exit against the far wall. How about you talk amongst yourselves for a minute while I go and grab something, like in character, talk amongst yourselves.
Huh. This place is neat.
I don't trust it.
If
Well,
there were...
Nothing's gone wrong so far.
But it seems that people are living down here. I take it they don't leave?
I mean, maybe they're unliving down here.
I did get a sense of necromantic magic down here. I don't trust it.
What level of necromancy?
Oh, I don't know.
Huh. I mean, I hope we're not talking Grand Lich or something similar.
I don't think so. I think it's more just something not of this world. I don't think we're talking anybody supremely powerful, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I think we'll be fine.
Sorry, what was that?
I was going to ask what you guys were going to do with this knowledge.
Write a book?
No, I mean right now, unless you guys are planning on sitting down in those nice banquet chairs and writing a book while your non-researchy companions just stare at you.
Maybe. I mean, I'm already writing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already taking notes for my book.
Can Rhiannon's going to start sketching down what the banners look like in the room?
They're just solid color, but you got alternating batters, some of red and some of white.
As
Okay.
as a weaver, would I be able to discern the quality?
Make a roll for it. Proficiency.
Oh, please, the high quality.
What kind of check?
Whatever your proficiency check is, since you're a weaver. I guess intelligence check maybe.
10.
No, you're staring at it, and it's like, it's not computing right now. You figure that maybe if you had more time to study it, maybe if you had like a full day to sit there and study it, you'd understand it better. But yeah.
John,
Yeah,
go
or maybe
to
I drink too much.
the entrance that was across from us.
The entrance across from you is another corridor leading out. It is a 20-foot passage ending in a door far beyond.
Did you say there was any food on these tables?
No, there's no food there.
Guess John keeps going.
Hey everyone, John seems to be going. Let's,
John just walked off.
he just walked off. I mean, should we catch? Yeah, we catch up. I'll follow.
That's what John does. He's in the zone.
You come across a locked and barred iron door 20 feet down this corridor. It also feels a bit cooler down here, down this corridor than the previous passageway.
It's the refrigerator.
Oh, refrigerator what now?
Towards the door, does her spidey sense tingle?
Oh, it is cooler, and it is next near a banquet hall.
Did Rhiannon get any?
Can you not hear me, Chris?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay.
What were you saying?
I was saying I walk closer to the door, and with my detect magic, is there anything with the door that's cooler?
There's nothing specifically about the door that the magic sense, but your magic sense has just basically been going off solidly, saying there's a lot of conjuration magic in the air, but there's like no specific shift in it right here or anything like that.
More of the... But no necromantic?
You're not sensing any necromantic energy currently now.
No dead things, though, so that's a plus.
Ooh! I'm gonna take out my crowbar.
Hey, you can just break in.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen anyone yet, so I'm thinking we could get away with we're just on an expedition and we didn't know anyone was living here.
Well, I was just gonna say if we can figure out how to unlock it, but that works too.
Well, I don't have a key, and I certainly don't hang around thieves.
Yeah, you guys didn't bring a rogue with you.
All right.
But from the looks of it, the door is barred, not locked. And the bar is on this side, not the other.
Oh,
That goes well.
wait, I'll just take my crowbar
Huh.
and I use
like
it to get the bar off.
It looks like you're trying to keep somebody from getting into here.
Or keeping it out.
That's exactly what I said.
Or keeping the knowledge away from us. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm opening.
Alright. So inside, the room is nice and cool. It has the kind of a musty but familiar odor in the air. You could smell roots and flour and all sorts of non-perishable food goods.
It is the refrigerator.
There's also this also only appears to be the only way back out.
How big is the room?
Well, let's see. How big is this specific room?
I imagine not that big. Bigger than the banquet hall.
Actually, it's a room it's actually a rather large room of 40 by 50. It's
Whoa.
like this lined with like all sorts of jars and jugs, and you can even see bottles of wine on one side. But you can smell racks of potatoes and flour and all up close to the door. But then the wine and the kegs of beer and ale catch your eye.
Oh, I'll go and grab see if there are any bottles or things I can take.
Roll a 1d100. You find at least 10 jugs of your favorite non-created by yourself brew. It's kind of like sitting there in one side of the chamber.
How do I get these out of here?
I'd imagine walking with him.
Could everybody please roll me a 1d100?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
4, 6.
Oh, bollocks.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
And William, if you'd roll again as well. He broke pattern.
The pattern has been broken.
But wait.
Okay, so William, what do you do?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Hello. Oh.
William, what do you do? We're waiting for you.
Oh. I want to see if I can carry one of those jugs. Probably not.
Yeah, I said you see 10 that look like are of the carrying variety, but there's 10 of them. You probably can't take them all.
Can I carry one? What's a jug?
Of course you can carry one.
Let's
But
Google
what
this.
did the rest of you do now that you see William picking up jugs of ale?
Is there anything more efficient I can put it in to carry? Because jugs apparently aren't really for carrying. Unless I want to punch someone in the face with it.
Does it count as a monk weapon?
And
Drunk.
I mean, I'm proficient in drinking, and it says every weapon I'm proficient in can be considered a monk weapon as long as it's not a martial weapon. So
Well, you might be able to use it to bash somebody on the head, but then you'd run the risk of destroying your favorite ale that's not made by you.
yeah. I'll, would it be a bad idea to drink one now? It would, right?
It's up to your group. The rest of your group seems to be dumbfounded and just staring at you doing this
Then
because they're not
again-
doing anything.
Then again, I'm William. It's been here for 100, 200 years. It's worth it. I'll do it. I'll drink some.
And John's probably not even paying attention to what he's doing.
Let's see if there are spirits in my spirit. Yeah, I'll drink some. If I have any empty tins, which I probably have like two by now, seeing how much I've been drinking, I'll fill them up with the.
So, does anyone stop William from doing any of this, or
Nope.
do you try
Nope.
to take any of the other like food or jugs of wine, or bottles of wine, jug of ale, anything?
Like I said, John is not really. He's just writing everything down in his book.
You'll just see what happens, and then you'll decide.
Yeah.
I am waiting to observe.
I'll take out my notes.
Person drinks old alcohol.
I'm going to write down drunkard versus old alcohol. Death. Right?
Do I make a con check or something?
Yes, you do.
See
You
what
need to make a con check.
done.
If you're drinking that whole jug of ale, you need to make a con check.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's drink a jug of ale. It's not too bad. It's not great. But, yeah.
You're mildly impaired. Is there a table for mild impairment on your character? I mean, you are a drunken monk, so that might not actually like hurt you or anything like that. But
Don't think there is a table for being drunk. I wish there was.
I think that since you're a drunken monk, that unlike some other people, you probably weather that slightly better.
Result.
As you guys are like gathered there in the pantry or whatever it is, the large room, you kind of hear this tap tap noise echoing down the corridor back from the banquet hall area. It's kind of the sound of like claws against marble. You also hear like a little bit of a wet snuffling noise.
Result. Drunkard is same as before, and now there's an animal.
I move further into this room so that I'm further away from the door.
Given that I didn't quite follow John in totally and I was coming up the rear, can I turn around and see what the noise is?
Sure. Put yourselves in proper marching order over in the room here. Like if you're by the door, put yourself over here. If you're inside the room, put yourself over here.
Inside the room with the fridge?
Oh yeah.
I guess I would be over here drinking.
Actually, he'd probably be right about there. He's kind of watching William, but also looking around.
But you're basically hearing a tapping and a snuffling noise that seems to be coming in tandem. Roll perception checks.
Someone's here to steal my ale.
Yeah.
Are you a halfling, Rhiannon?
No, I'm a human.
Oh, you're a human.
I thought you were a gnome. That looks like a human.
No, I'm human.
Okay. William, even though you're the furthest from the door you're drinking, you can definitely make out that there appear to be multiple tapping noises now coming from down that corridor. Rhiannon, you're only really perceiving a single tapping noise.
I ready my crossbow, and if I see something I do not like, I might shoot.
Some people are coming, or some things are coming. Quick question. The bar used to barricade the door. Is it inside with us, or is it outside?
It's
The
outside.
bar is outside. However, you can probably close the door from inside.
Yes, but it was something outside could bar us in.
No, yeah, that's what I meant. I would hope the bar was in here, but no. I'll guess I'll move over here and be like, guys, what's the plan?
Look at the lizard folk kind of look to each other, look at you, and say, "We could close the door and hope that if it's a creature, that it goes away, or we could try to fight it, depending on what it is."
I wouldn't like to study it.
Maybe you're just drunk, William. I don't see anything.
I'm definitely hearing something.
I'm partially drunk and I hear them, so that might mean
Can you guys hear that? What I'm doing?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty much what you're hearing down the hall. But it's clearly something against the floor, not tapping against plastic.
Mm,
I'm just RPing because I've rolled a 1. So
Yeah.
I'll go outside and take a look. I'll just like run over, put my head outside the door and look what it is. What is it?
All right.
Can I see something?
Roll a second perception check.
Come on, William.
All right. Down the corridor, 20 feet away, at the entrance to the banquet hall, you see a really squat, ugly-looking creature. A mouth like a lamprey, full of teeth, and the head that's pretty much just the mouth and 2 eyes. No arms, a head that's pretty much connected directly to the body, and claws. Feet, claws, full, just claws on the ends of feet that seem to be tapping along the ground. And as it turns around and is like possibly blind and gazing around, just kind of sensing everything with its mouth open, you can see that there's at least a second one in there, and the echo suggests there might be a third or a fourth beyond it in the banquet hall.
Guys, I think I'm drunk. I saw some weird shit down there. I don't know. It looked like some kind of big insect centipede. Can someone else look? Because I can't trust myself.
I will poke underneath his legs.
Roll a perception check for me, please, John. You can't see that far.
I think he may be drunk.
You can't see anything from this distance.
I definitely hear tapping.
Addendum to notes. Old alcohol made drunkard
Sure?
see things.
Are you sure that was alcohol and not ethanol or something? Because you might have gone blind.
I'll. Hmm. Wait to see if it's real or not. Hey, you down there, are you real?
At that point, everybody hears the kind of a screeching noise coming from down the corridor. It's then picked up by multiples. You hear it's just like going along like a wolf's howl,
Okay.
carried by multiples in a pack.
I
It's
think
not
they're
an
coming
attack.
this way.
No, it's not an attack, but can I just freak out and just fire off my crossbow down the corridor?
Yes.
I think something is coming. I'll take a step back. John, do you really want to be standing there?
You have time. Do you wish to line up for a battle, or do you wish to try to get that door closed? Up to you guys. What do you wish to do? Battle or close the door?
You can close the door. I don't really care. Uh, you can close the door. I don't think they have the hands to barricade us in here. So maybe it's a good plan.
Yeah, you didn't see any hands on those things. It's just feet. Pretty much just a tiny body with just a mouth, essentially, with little eyes.
They might not be able to open doors.
They are currently running down a 20-foot corridor towards you. You can see two right in front, but you can see more behind them.
I close the door.
Yeah, we'll close the door.
to close the door, you find that there's a little strap inside that in order to hold it closed, and you hear woof woof as something impacts inside the door. There's a little bit of scratching noises as whatever it was running down the corridor attempts to get in but can't.
Fascinating.
Sunday, why did you do that?
What do you mean?
We could have, I didn't.
You were going to draw them, weren't you?
No.
I'm
Maybe.
going to
What?
knock on the door and attempt communication.
You just hear some more
practice
thuds.
language.
You just basically hear a couple more thuds from something impacting against the door from the other side, and a few more scratches, but nothing that seems to be a response to your knock.
I go, do.
The halfling is also proficient in work.
The lizard looks like they're straining not to respond to you.
I don't think they're intelligent.
I don't speak screeching.
The more magical of the two lizard folk kind of look at you and say, I don't think I've ever seen anything that looks like that.
Yeah,
Do you want to see it again? We can just open the door.
No!
These three seem to really want to see them.
Yeah, but she...
Rhiannon just kind of sulks over and starts looking through and like pulls out a carrot from the fucking refrigerator and just eats it.
Sunday will look for another way out. He might not find one, but he'll look for one.
Yeah, but pretty much the only thing that you saw about these things is they were small, like maybe around halfling size, and pretty much were just mobile teeth and maybe a stomach, from what you could tell.
They look very nice.
Yeah.
Very hungry. Very hungry.
I wonder how long it'll take them to realize to go away.
They look pretty hungry.
The bugbear grimaces and looks at you and says, cowards, I could have taken them all.
Oh, I'll open the door then. Everyone stand back.
Yeah, we'll send you out.
He can handle it.
I will stand back and I'm ready to write notes of what happens to the bugbear when exposed to these new creatures.
Yeah. I'll open the door. All right, here you go, big fella.
Okay, so
boy.
you're seriously opening the door?
Oh boy.
The big guy said he could handle it.
Sunday.
I'm lightly intoxicated. I'm willing to believe
Does
him.
anybody want to try to stop William from doing this?
From where I'm standing, could I make it?
Roll a dexterity check. You have advantage because he's drugged.
No.
It's against William. It's against William, who has normal.
Need to make. Can I make acrobatics?
Yes.
Oh, that's unfair. I'm just running. No!
And he gets there first and pushes the door open. You hear a squeal, and this propels itself inside, followed by another. And there's more down the corridor.
They should be in front of the bugbear.
Yeah.
No, they're technically William's the one in front of the door. He's the one that gets the bugbear is right next to him.
I'll be fine. Will I? Probably not. Well, I'm cat.
Fascinating.
Fine.
I wonder what happens when the bugbear is exposed to this.
Oh,
Did I mention there were 4 of them?
Well, there's more than 4.
I do. Usually see double when you're drunk.
Oh, I saw half instead of double.
How does that work?
I think they overlapped each other, so I thought it was one instead of two. Now the big fella can handle it, and I let him do his thing.
If he's before them. Otherwise,
Well, if they do end up killing William, he will get his free resurrection. This isn't the oh my god, you're so stupid for doing this sort of I'm letting you stay dead sort of thing. No, this is the if you die here, I'm going to let you resurrect as a freebie at this point for me screwing up your sheets today. So, of course, it doesn't mean that you'll come back sane. It just means that you won't stay dead.
I mean, is William sane?
No, he's not. So it really doesn't apply.
No.
I don't think anyone here except for maybe Adler is sane. Maybe Rhiannon.
William is trying
What
to
is
become sane,
sanity, really?
but
Yeah, let's have a discussion about that some other time when we're not being eaten by giant mouse.
Fine.
I mean, who is being 85?
So, have I gotten it right that these are basically just big mouse with eyes and legs?
Yeah, that's what they look like to me. But
Oh, they're cute.
Oh, God.
guess what? They always travel in packs.
How big are they?
They're small.
Like a halfwing. Like a halfwing.
They're basically they're like lampreys. They can burrow into you with their teeth.
Oh, lovely.
So I could like Mario over them, right?
Yes. Actually, yes, you could.
They essentially look like this.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly what they are.
Oh, disgusting.
Aren't they just?
I saw them in the book. I
They're-
was like, oh god, I have to use these at some point. They have to show up in a game. I have to use them.
I've used a few of the other ones from that set because they're amazing looking.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
And they also just make me think of some of the things I came up with for Pine Valley long ago, like many what is it like many more years ago than like it was back into the edition of Dungeons and Dragons that existed at the time was it was like I think 3.0 or 3.5. Wasn't even 4th edition when I created Pine Valley for the first time. So definitely predates that, even though some of the stuff there. So the Bugbear, thankfully for you guys, has first hit. Sorry, talking about a completely different game, and that's because he's in that one. So the Bugbear strikes out with his Morning Star and misses.
Oh, boy.
This one streaks forward. Advantage toggle. Yep.
Oh, goody.
And attacks the Bugbear. Ooh. Yep, the Bugbear, the wretched attacks, sinks its teeth directly into the Bugbear. The Bugbear starts screaming, and it's attached.
Oh.
When Bugbear is exposed to creature burrows into Bugbear.
Yes.
Making a note. Terrifying.
Terrifying.
Oh yeah, they are officially my new favorite monster.
They're basically walking leeches.
Lampreys. Leeches just go for blood. Lampreys will attach to things and do more than just blood if they really wanted to. But I think you know the most interesting thing about them that I love.
Mm-hmm.
A little thing called pack tactics.
Yep. They're pack animals.
They're a very low challenge rating, have good, decent AC and almost no hit points, but they have pack tactics and they have that bite. William, what do you do?
Give me a second. I will use my bonus action to dodge with patient defense. Actie houden totdat meer van de ratchets dichterbij komen en dan burning hands. Dus ik wacht totdat ze de gang hebben opgevuld. Zodat ik er zoveel mogelijk kan raken. So that I can hit them. Is that okay?
Can you repeat what you just said? I kind of missed that.
Yeah, I accidentally switched over to Dutch.
Yeah, no, I noticed that. I was like,
Yeah.
why is he speaking Dutch?
Yeah, no, my dad just came in to hand me like some kind of things from the
I thought I
chemist.
had a stroke there for a second, to be honest.
Oh,
So-
I recognize a few words. I'm like, wait.
So I will use patient defense. So I will be dodging, and I will hold my action to cast burning hands until they like pull up the corridor. So if there is one here and one, 6 of them at the same time.
Cool.
So I'll be dodging.
All right. This one's swarming up. In fact, there's one creature in particular in Pine Valley that I really need to rework and use pretty much use the Wretched Speed stat as instead of what I currently have it as, because what I currently have it as is way overpowered. But it's essentially a lot like the Wretched in terms of attacks. I'm just going to rescope it as kind of the Wretched, but redone. Sorry, I was telling that to you guys who played Pine Valley, because I was like holding off on restarting that again because you were in an area that was way too high for you at one point. And I'm like, but if I replace it if I replace what I have created already for the stats of the Wretched, that will actually work perfectly. It'll give me the same stuff I was going to use on them. Okay, this one can't do anything. And I'm sorry for talking over you guys. It's just that just gives me hope because I know that Evil wants to play it again. I imagine there's like at least one other person in this group currently here today that might want to play some more of that. Quentin?
Mm-hmm.
Quentin?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating.
So it's now what are we Adler doing?
How wide is this opening? Is it only 10 foot?
Yeah, and I think it's currently blocked up with John and the lizards and Sunday and everything.
So he's going to hold his action till something is in range.
All right.
And then that's all he's going to do.
John, what do you do?
Run.
John's gonna dive over here, and he's got a nice line of view. We're gonna start with
actually, the you don't from that position. Basically, the what you see as a wall here, where these two guys are standing, the bugbear and John, that's a door. These guys are basically in the doorway there.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just duck down. Can I still see orange that's ducked into him?
You see Orange is attached to the bugbear. The bugbear's currently screaming as Orange is trying to burrow into him.
Okay. But I can see orange, right? For a range attack.
Yeah, you can sort of see Orange.
Alright. We'll start with orange. And I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Electric.
Because
Is that an electric damage? Oh, it's fire.
it is fire.
Alright.
So that's gonna probably miss orange.
Yes, it is.
I do fire 3 rays. So second one is gonna go against orange as well.
And that hits.
Then the third one's gonna go to the one immediately next to him in front of William. And you know what?
Misses.
I'm gonna use Portent. I'm gonna make it a crit.
And that's which one?
That's against red, so that's gonna be 4 plus an additional 8.
Ooh, that's dead. That one's dead.
I see it.
I
Nice.
go to hit that one, and accidentally bore through it.
Nolan holds his action until he can actually reach something. Sunday!
I can't reach anything from here, can I?
You do have a whip, right?
You have a whip. You can probably reach orange from here.
I could attack orange from here.
Yeah, with your whip.
Yeah. Let go of him. Oh.
That misses.
Do I have
Actually,
anything
hold on
else?
1 second. Oh, no, never mind.
Yep. Nope. That's just a miss. And I move 5 feet back.
All right. Up here, William, are you going to use that? What you're going to use, or are you going to wait for the final one?
I'll wait for the final one. He's probably gonna run up to me anyway, but I'm dodging. I should be fine. Should be.
Yeah, they're now all staggered like this. So the 6 remaining ones are all standing there.
Alright, Burning Hands. They need to make a dexterity saving throw or take 9 fire damage, and else they take half, which would be 5. No, 4.
Hold on. So yeah, that one dies as a result. You basically hear them start squealing. 9. The whole wave of them catches on fire. That one takes. That one misses. All right. Gunnin.
So given that this is like a refrigerator, I would imagine that there's just like, like shelving in there.
Oh yeah, there's shells, there's lots of stacks of flour, there's potatoes, carrots, all sorts of root vegetables that all look fairly fresh. I haven't been down here that long. Winter squashes, that sort of stuff.
She's gonna climb up on one. Let's see. Try to do Sacred Flame on blue.
Yeah, it dodges out of the way. Raja. Raja's going to use Produce Flame on green. Completely disintegrates it. Bugbear. Now that he has the corpse detached from him, he goes, ah! And goes after blue. And it misses. Good.
I can handle it,
That
you
one
said.
said. William.
Open the door, you said.
I will move up as well, and I will kick this little one in front of me in the face.
Blue?
Or not.
Yep.
My
hit.
first kick was like, second kick hits him.
Yep, second one that hits.
I fainted.
And that one dies.
I fainted my first kick against this unintelligent creature.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna move back. The bugbear's
Bugbear's
gonna handle it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fine. Let's close the door.
He gets some cleanse over the body of the other one, and goes right for the bugbear. And misses. Dead. Adler.
He's gonna run up and he'll take a swing at yellow.
Flashes right through yellow. Yellow is cut in half and dies.
And then he'll just step back to make room for other people.
Now we have John. There's 2 left.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And purple one is going to get the first magic missile.
Dies.
And the other one is going to get the other 2.
5 damage.
They use one of my first levels.
So Nolan steps into the gap, comes down here, all the way over here, and goes to attack the remaining wretched. Brings his club down and kills it. Got a sigh of relief. It looks like it's all of them, he says. And everybody gains 50 XP.
Making a note. Mouth creatures.
Not sure if that was an allergic reaction.
I mean,
I've never seen such
maybe.
creatures like that.
Oh, maybe.
We have to put more. We have to test more.
Yeah, we have to try again. Isn't that right, big guy?
The bugbear just kind of glares at you.
I'm sorry.
But you're right. You handled it.
Hey, William, can I use a little bit of your wine?
Yeah, there are some in the corner.
Okay. Rhiannon will go and she picks up one of the bodies of these creatures and then goes and drags it over to a jug of wine, pours out a little wine in the corner, opens up her big book, and then takes like the giant toothy maw of the creature and like dips it in the dark wine and then makes like a little like wood block print like right in the middle of her book.
Nice.
Oh, okay. That picture is gonna put me in nightmares.
Giving a bite radius. Nice.
Meanwhile, in John's notebook is just a sketch of the creature and the sketch of the creature attached to a bugbear.
Oh my god, I love you guys.
Well, how about we head for the library?
Ooh.
There's a library?
How do you know there's a library?
Yeah. Have you been here before?
No, of course not. But I mean,
Where's the wine cellar? If you've been here?
They're in
No.
the wine.
I think we're in
The
it.
bugbear kind of like looks at him
I
and
think
says,
this is it,
"What
my
do
friend.
you think
This is the wine cellar light.
Yeah, I mean, if you have this big of a castle, I would think you like this is for like your
And,
guests you don't like, and then you have like this awesome cellar where you like keep all the good stuff.
and
The
that
female
is also...
the female lizard folk kind of frowns at that and says, You know, there was that one banquet hall upstairs. Why is there another one down here?
Private parties?
And why is the kitchen not attached to it instead of the cellar?
I
Why
don't
would
know.
you have two kitchens?
You have a very big party, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Then
other
you're gonna
beg,
get your
the
logic.
other wizard folk kind of nods and says, "Yes, that's true. Our father and siblings do a lot of building, and this design does not make any sense."
To be fair, you are right about that.
Well, as William
Those
said,
things clearly couldn't open a door.
it is a big castle, and therefore surely there must be a place for the books.
Alright, let's go looking for a door.
Yeah, let's head out through the banquet halls. Who goes first?
I will go second.
Ooh, ooh! I
Ooh.
just had an idea. What if? Never mind. Carry on.
What? You got me excited.
Maybe it does.
So I was
We don't
thinking,
know.
like maybe, like it's kind of like the Great Hall in Harry Potter, how there's a exact replicate of the Great Hall underneath it, where all the house elves make all the food, and then it actually just transports upward.
I think everybody's now just staring at your character because they're like, but
I
Bugler's
know.
like, what the hell? What's Harry Potter?
So it maybe it's something like that, but not Harry Potter because that's not in this world.
Right, so
Who might
that's
this
a
Harry
theory.
Potter be?
Don't y'all read?
I don't.
Like
somebody, you
or-
did tell me said something about
Or
something
is he
almost
a
something
flower
about
man? Like,
Wait, are you talking
Harding
about
in
the guy back?
Hightown or something along those lines.
Are you talking about the guy back at Waterdeep, the Harry the Potmaker?
Harry the pot maker.
She just kind of
I'm gonna.
sulks off. Never mind.
I thought it was a good theory.
Well, anyway, there must be a source where we can find a good collection of knowledge and books and
Well, there's a door we haven't been and a corridor we haven't gone down here.
exactly. So let's just head through the banquet hall and go through one of those doors, or one of the corridors. Or one.
Door or corridor? Which one do you prefer?
door?
Door. No,
All right.
wait. No, wait. Where was the door? If we come from the banquet hall, is it?
If you go back into that rectangular room, there was a passageway and then a door on the other side, the other wall that you hadn't gone through. Because the banquet hall had two things going to it.
Which one of those were to the left?
They were actually all to the right. You went to the left when you came down
Which
the
one of
stairs.
them is most left of the right?
I go to the door.
So you head to the quiet banquet room. You head back into that rectangular room next to the stairs, and you come across a 20-foot wide passageway heading.
Wide.
Yep, 20-foot wide passageway. Apparently the door was there for no reason. It's just like the other one. It goes into the same thing with another door at the end of it. And it's about only 10 feet deep. Both the lizard folks seem to be mystified at the construction. They're shaking their heads.
This is a strange place.
Huh.
the door ahead of us locked?
No, it's not. And as you open it, actually, no, it's not even a doorway. Sorry, it's an archway. As you look into the archway, you appear to be in some kind of chapel. You can feel let's see, oh, that's right. Your detect magic would have faded away by now. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look back at Rihanna.
Yeah.
This might be more your thing.
She scoots to the front. Walks through the archway.
And there are two additional doors. There's basically two ways out of this room. One's the way you came from. The other one is. Let's do this time. The other one is to the left. The wall to the left of you. As you enter in.
Is it a door? Is it a passageway? Archway?
Yep. Sorry. 1 second.
Okay, I'm just trying to draw it.
No, it's okay. It is a door, and the door is made out of stone. It does not appear to be locked. But this way is an archway. And it appears to be some kind of chapel. There are, various... there's various seating arrangements. There's a plinth. State of it, however, is stripped bare. There doesn't appear to be any tapestries. There's not even a sigil for what kind of chapel this was for. It's just, a room with a plinth and altar. Sorry, no, plinth is right. Plinth is right. Plinth is the right word. A plinth and some various, pews, places to sit, and nothing else. No vestments, no tapestries, no symbols, no altars, no nothing.
This is very odd to have such a marked holy area that is not marked.
Maybe it's an atheist chapel.
Hey! She'll go over to the door and open it.
Alright, beyond the door. Let's see what we got here. We have the chamber. What does this chamber contain?
The Chamber of
It is
Secrets.
a rectangular chamber, 30 by 40, and it contains... Alright.
5 gnolls.
It appears to be some kind of observation room. You can see a lower floor beyond that. There's like a window on the it would be the left from the entrance, looking down onto a lower floor that appears to be some kind of pit, where things could easily fight and get possibly some kind of sacrifice pit, considering it's right off the chapel. It has one other exit basically right across from this door, beyond that window. Besides that window.
Is it like you said it was a door or just a...
There is a window to the left of you,
Yeah.
overlooking a vast pit, and there is another door across from you, made out of wood, unlocked.
I'm gonna go up to the window and I'm gonna look and down into the pit. What do I see?
You see bits of rubble just kind of laying there at the bottom. You can see a few bones here and there. It looks like it probably caved in at some point. Completely unusable, at least for the purpose that it was built.
Do I see any sort of religious symbols anywhere in the observation chamber or down in the pit? Anything that would be telling of the previous room that we had exited?
I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't seem it's almost as if these two rooms. So you're in your head you might be able to make some association just because they're right next to each other, but decorative figuratively speaking, it's as if these rooms have no relationship to one another whatsoever.
Would it specific absence of any iconography or anything like that, would that stand out to me? Like being like, oh, well, this...
Considering you're a cleric, yeah. I mean, the first room is the reason that maybe it was stolen, but, nothing here either.
I have a bad feeling about this. And she'll walk towards the wooden door at the other end of the room.
I follow right behind her.
I'll follow right behind him.
Oh, guess I'll be behind that.
That is good. That one goes to this. Okay. Ooh. You have stumbled into a bathing room. Which it's incongruous that this would actually be here next to some sort of observation room unless there was some sort of mad designer involved. The bathing room doesn't look like it is up to bathing right now. It's, everything seems to have been got somebody's angry mace has been pounding on the fixtures. But it's not like anything's missing the way that it is in the chapel. You can definitely see two large bathtubs that could easily fit several people into them while bathing, stands where there would probably be servants attending, and you see another door also just across the room from you. There's even a faint odor of soap in the air. Something flowery. The two lizard folk kind of wrinkle their noses and definitely are looking more and more confused.
You said the baths were dry, no water?
Yep, they're dry. They look like somebody took a mace to them at some point recently and just kind of trashed them. But it's not like anything's missing the way there was in the chapel.
Okay. Moving forward, let's try the next door.
The one of the lizard folks kind of looks at the other one and says, this is some kind of weird religion? They just both kind of shrug. And they kind of look over towards Rhiannon. So everybody's just following her? Guys?
Oh, yeah.
Guess so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was just making sure that everybody's things are still working, but I hadn't heard from anybody. It's just a nice wooden door.
Is there any loose soap that I could pick up?
Roll 1d100.
I rolled a 1.
You didn't roll anything behind it.
That's better.
Yeah, you find that one half of something that looks kind of like it was once in the shape of a seashell.
Right.
Nice. It kind of feels a bit like the sea.
Huh.
Things throw me in the menu again.
So let's see. I think John's just looking around and goes, Who designed this?
The lizard folk both nod at this. This is inconceivable. The upper floor of the castle, the one says to you, looks fine. It looks like a normal construction job, even with the secret room and all that we came across. But this This looks weird.
Amazing.
And this feeling continues as you walk into some kind of antechamber that has no way out except the way you just came in. Rubble, but of course that could be because rubble has collapsed most of the walls around here. You could see a few designs along the floor of this room, kind of parts of a magic circle. Who of you has some good arcane stuff?
I do.
I believe I do as well, because I am proficient. So that's 5.
I have blessings of knowledge. I can double my proficiency on it. And that's not Adler. Jesus H. That's actually so it doesn't matter.
That's amazing.
That's ominous.
Alright, so you're looking down at that, and John, you can definitely see the formations, although most of them have been destroyed, what appears to be some kind of summoning or portal circle, possibly a teleport circle of some kind that has mostly been destroyed down here.
Well, this could be used for making a portal, summon things, or even teleport. Oh, it's working. It's broken, so.
You said the walls were crumbling down, and there's no.
Yeah, and there's no additional way out. From the far side of the chamber, which was mostly covered by rubble, you hear it.
Did you say something, William?
What?
I think that's our friend. And they kind of point in the direction.
Oh, bollocks.
Little zombies come shambling up from the rubble. You hear kind of like the sort of rocks just kind of falling down off of them.
So, where was the circle? Like in the middle of the room?
Yeah, it looks like it was in the middle of the room.
Guess where John was.
Yeah, I
The
would have been
bugbear and
up
all
with
that
him.
would have been lined up around here.
I was looking for soap, so I would be wherever soap would be.
That'd be in the room before this.
Oh, I'll be around here then, I guess. Not that matters. I can move around this map without a problem.
Another natural one, nice one.
I am rolling like just so fabulously today.
Perfect.
Best part is their nat 20 is only an 18.
It doesn't matter if we all roll below that.
Well,
They're all going in front of us at the moment, except
not
for one.
all of them.
I mean, no, but like, I mean, at least for me and Adler.
One of them were pretty good. That's kind of not so much.
John!
I kind of glance to see the zombies, I'm like, oh dear. And I am going to cast on myself using my second level mirror image. And I'll stay right there.
Put a little markings on these guys so you can tell them apart.
How many duplicates do you have?
There
A zombie
are
comes for you.
4 of me currently. So 3 duplicates.
Attempts to hit you.
That's a miss.
Bugbear sees what's going on. Runs for the zombie. Rah! Really kills it. Nice. It's still alive, but it's got basically been half his face is gone, and an arm fell off. Whooshed on the ground. Sunday, what do you do?
I'm gonna use my whip just over John here. At the red zombie then.
And that kills it.
Then I'm gonna move over here. Sorry, there maybe.
Roger comes up here. Roger comes up all the way over here and just kind of rakes her claws against it. And gets 3 points of damage done at least. William.
I guess I'll run up to the one the other lizard man is fighting, and I'll try to stab him in the arm. Where the fuck is my social activity? I guess that hits, and then I'll punch it in the knee.
And that hits too. Zombies have low AC. Alright. Adler's turn.
He'll run up and try to finish off Green.
It's still around.
Oof.
Rhiannon.
Oof.
She'll look at that and be like, oh, that's unfortunate. And she'll just stake her claim it. Green.
And it dies.
0.
Kill with radiant fire.
Nolan decides to keep watch on the door because he's too far away to hit that zombie. That zombie comes over to whack William. And misses. Done.
Run up to him. Go. The four of us wave. Go, hello. And I cast fireball at him. Boop. I'm trying to get his attention.
Even the bugbear laughs at you for that. Bugbear comes over. Morning Star raised. And misses.
At least I hit him.
He gives you a dirty look. Sunday.
I'll run over here and whip him.
This is good.
Oh.
And it hits.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Hooray.
He just missed him.
Raja kind of steps back with her brother since she can't do too much damage. She's conserving her spells. William.
I'm gonna try to stab him again. And let's see if I can kick him down. Probably like 2 off. Come on, Adler.
Come on, Adler, finish the zombie off. You can do it.
Come on, Adler.
Come on, as a paladin, you should be able to do this. Don't disappoint us, little boy.
Yep. And the zombie's dead.
Hooray.
Don't worry, but Mr. Bugbear, you'll get him next time.
Sawyer kind of growls a bit.
I'll give John a high five when the bugbear is not looking.
Let's see.
A high five for
And it's time for a 5-minute break. Bathroom.
standard.
You high five one of my duplicates and it goes right through.
God damn it! I hate that spell. I'll go for the other ones.
They're like constantly shifting in place.
Just one more try. Go for it. It is you.
It's just have to roll 6 or higher.
Okay.
It misses me.
Because of that, no, you're not getting a high five.
I just kind of shrug. I fucking love mirror image. I can get a drink. I'll be back.
I go get a drink as well.
Alright, I'm back. So far you've had a much more battle-active session. Welcome back. That too seems to be coming along nicely. It smells good out there. Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Okay, cool. So it's like talking and people were explaining to me back and nobody responded. So I was concerned.
Just waiting on John, I guess.
I think I was typing before.
Okay.
You said something on my headset.
And evil? Wait, who's...
So is everyone back?
So?
I think we're all here.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. So you guys just finished off some more zombies that attacked you from a rubble pile. So far your day seems to be going smashingly. Pun intended.
Oh, I wanted to do something before we left this room, if possible.
Alright.
So the spell mending can repair magical items, but does not restore the magic. Would it be possible for me to mend this teleportation circle just to distinguish where it was going to or coming from by looking at the runes?
Sure.
I do that.
Alright. So you put your hands down on the floor, you start amending the bits of rubble that are covering the floor, kind of waver, and start pulling back up towards the ceiling, revealing bits of some kind of circle. As you said, you understand that it's a teleportation circle, as you've determined this already. It seems to be a receiving glyph of some kind, not one that's meant to easily teleport, like to, but it's more of somebody teleporting here and they end up on this glyph sort of thing. It seems to be that this particular glyph corresponds to some kind of other reality, was what you can tell from this. But where exactly you are uncertain because it's not someplace that you know of.
My get as big as saucers like a cat's and just like is fascinated and just starts transcribing all the glyphs and runes that she sees and shares the information with the party.
I take notes about how we did it and how it happened and what it is about.
And as you guys finish, you see a new presence at the doorway.
Oh, hello.
I aim my crossbow at it.
Oh, what the hell are those?
He kind of like stares out at you. Oh, hold on, wrong one. Plus 2, it's 52 seconds. They kind of like stare out at you from the doorway. Their eyes are just as if they're burning with hatred, but their forms are kind of like partly translucent, but they seem more distinct than ghosts.
Hello.
One of them, the one in the front, that opens its mouth as if it's just trying to scream, and like points at you.
I shoot it.
Let's see.
Could I get in between the arrow and catch it?
Sure.
You'll bolt
So
to catch the bolt.
Yeah, to catch the bolt.
Have to roll dexterity check on that.
Yeah, I mean, I need him to shoot first, because I can only stop
Yeah,
it if it's in there. Unless you don't want to shoot.
Oh no,
There you
you're
go.
not catching that.
Who says that? I can catch that.
GM says
No.
that.
If I was hide enough, I could.
You rolled a natural 20. You're not catching that. It's not aimed at you. The one in front, the bolt seems to go right through it, although it does seem to waver a bit, and it lets out a kind of a roar of sorts. Feel the air displaced around it.
Well, we were having a conversation. That's rude, Cindy.
It's freaky, and it screamed and it looked at and pointed at us.
I gotta check something real quick.
It's all good and well.
Is an initiative count as an ability check?
I don't think you can
not
use your
exactly, no.
portent on it.
Okay.
Have you used both your portents?
That
I
was
remember
double
him using
important.
2 at this point.
He has used both of them.
I've used both of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
you
talking
talking
about
about
my halfling ability to ignore natural ones on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws.
I mean, I think if it affects saving throws and stuff, and attacks and shit, I think it might also do initiative, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, basically, the ghost-like thing in the front there is now focusing directly on Sunday. It basically looks like Sunday is the only focus of their attention.
What, the bugbear too?
No, the two ghost-looking things that are hanging out in the doorway.
Oh, I thought you said and the bugbear. I was like, what?
No, just you. They don't seem to be paying any attention to anyone else. The bugbear is just kind of looking around and going, ghosts. Let's get rid of them. And let's see the bugbear. Can't get the bugbear kind of moves up a bit, but can't get in fighting range. Rhiannon, what do you do?
Hold her action. And wait, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, she's gonna hold her action to see how the sword wraith is going to react. And she will hold. Hold on. She'll just hold a sacred flame.
So what? What's the condition?
For the sword wraith, to see if they are aggressive or not. Or are you just straight up telling me that they're aggressive?
Well, Sunday did just shoot one of them.
It was a friendly
Which-
bolt.
No such thing.
Okay, it's red. I couldn't see it because of the stone here. Okay, well then she will guiding bolt Not guiding bolt. She will sacred flame red. God damn it. Not Adler, that's me.
I know, don't worry.
At least it says the name of the character casting it.
Yeah, you can
No,
switch
that's only
it
the first
at the
one.
bottom.
So it hits it doesn't appear to it's been very happy about that.
I'd imagine not.
And now appears to be looking straight at Rhiannon.
She hides behind her book.
The one behind it pulls out its longbow and shoots right at her.
Yeah, that's it.
William.
I will see there's still. Could I get to here?
Sure.
This part of the door? I will do Word of Radiance. And as I say the words from my god, flash of light booms from me. Everything within 5 feet takes 5 radiant damage, or they need to make their Constitution save.
5 damage. And that one saves. John!
Oh, I guess negotiations are off the table. So I'm gonna run up.
Party members did just attack them out of the blue.
What?
And he is going to cast Firebolt.
Alright. Doesn't it? That wouldn't hit either of them.
I miss.
Raja, seeing that there's a fight going on, cracks her knuckles of sorts, and sends out flame at the first one. Sunday.
Right. I am going to get up down
Okay.
here and whip it.
Very good.
Now the movement I used was
Oh, that's
30 feet.
5 damage. Kind of like see it displace the race a bit, but doesn't seem to do too much damage to it. Nolan comes forward and attacks with what he has on hand. Can't even hit them. Third race. Goes for the last person who injured it. Sunday. This one happens to have its longsword in both hands and goes for him. 8 slashing damage against Sunday. The bugbear, now seeing that there's a fight going on, races at this particular race.
I did not see any roll. I don't. How much did I take?
It was a 15/20 attack, so you took 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
Bugbear. Morningstar misses. That bugbear is useless. At least you're not Rhiannon.
Oh, there we go. Now I caught up.
Yeah, there was a delay on that.
Ooh, that sucks.
Ah, fuck. I would have. Okay.
Gun.
She will look at Cindy, and she's going to cast. Let's do. She'll do Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
And then as a bonus action, she's going to conjure a spiritual weapon next to Red.
All right.
And the spiritual weapon, I'd want it to be just a big giant book that I can just bash it over the head with.
Thought so. Like, even as I was going in here to put in a token, like thinking, it's going to be a book, definitely.
Yes.
But and then of course as I was starting to type in the word book, you said book. So.
Yay! I love it.
The power of knowledge compels you to die.
And it takes 11 damage. This counts as magical. Sword race. This one pulls out its long sword and goes after William.
That hit. Ooh.
It just kind of drops its bow and goes slash, one-handed with its sword, down your face, down your chest, opens up some wounds, blood comes pouring out. William, what do you do?
May the light of Pelor drive back these demons. Word of Radiance.
Okay, that one's fine. The other one... That one's fine. Done! Don't even blink.
Oh dear. Well, that one. Yeah, I don't like that one. Doesn't take any damage. So I'm going to use my last second level spell slot. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at second level.
Oh boy.
So, just a side note.
And I will use a lucky point.
Then it goes to advantage?
Basically, I roll a second time, but I'm assuming that the second roll will
2
be the...
damage.
Actually, it's 12.
Oh, 12. You're right.
Because it's second level. And it stays.
Oh. I wonder why Adler hasn't done anything.
I just noticed Adler standing over in the corner.
Yeah, I was just like,
Well,
why
I'm gonna say he moved during his last turn, and now he's here.
Sure.
And he
I just noticed that. I'm like, what's
the
supposed to be doing too?
bottom of initiative. Sunday.
Hello, I'm bottom. Yeah. I'll use my whip on this one. And
Which one? Red?
red. And I'll also use a yes. I'll do whip. And it hasn't rolled for some reason. There we go. And I'll add a what the fuck? No, that's not what I pressed. Stupid fake piece of shit.
He pulls out his potter's tools and just starts whacking.
Harry Potter, the potmaker.
Has taught me well.
Yeah, right.
I'll put
What
a
kind
pop in
of damage would disarming attack be?
It will just add to the damage of my whip. So
So
it's
Yeah.
slashing damage. Okay.
And
It doesn't disarm because of that. But
alright.
additional 4 damage.
I'm down to 1 superiority dice.
And Nolan goes for the attack. Club, and they touch the bite for good measure. Misses again. Through because Sunday was the last one that hit it. Strikes at him two-handedly. Misses. Now we have Adler.
Woohoo! He'll run up the middle and just try to finish off Red.
Fuck him up!
And that one kind of vanishes, and as Adler cuts it in two, leaving behind only a scrap of paper that kind of floats down and lands on the floor where it once was. Even the weapon has vanished. Adler kind of grunts, walks up here, kind of right past over the piece of paper, and goes for the other one. It actually hits it this time. Gun.
She'll move the spiritual weapon, her boot, over to Blue, and she will give it a good old whack over the head.
I hit you with book.
With a good book.
I hit a good book.
$19.
Of course. What do you do?
And then I will I'll move over here. And I'll just boop it with a what's it called? Sticker sling. For one.
Technically, you'd be over here because this is a doorway.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
So basically, treat any of the wall elements as doorways. It's the easier way to think of them. They're either walls or doors, depending. Damage. And since you're the last person that heard it, it's being a wraith and being able to phase through things. Phases through the bugbear, phases partly in around your friend here.
Would I get an attack of opportunity from my book?
I don't think spiritual weapons have attacks of opportunity. Do they? Anyone know?
I don't know.
I don't think so because it's not sentient.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so. And it goes right for you.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi. Hi there.
Voice sinks down.
Wasn't a big crit, thankfully.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
William.
I'm gonna try to stab a ghost because that's gonna work well, and that misses probably. Then I'm gonna try to kick it. That might hit. 15.
Yeah. Hold on one second. No, that does not hit.
And then I'm gonna move away because of mobile. It can't take its reaction to hit me. Gotta love mobile.
John, what do you do?
Reinitiate the witch bolt damage.
Ooh.
So it takes another 11 automatically.
Is it?
Yeah, yep, that kills it. kind of vanishes. But unlike the other one, it doesn't leave anything behind.
Rhiannon picks up a piece of paper.
Quick question about witch bolts. Doesn't it only add a d12 to the initial damage, and not to the damage after that? Because I think
it has a second level.
yeah, I think it only adds to the first when you try to hit it, and then
let me read
afterwards it's still a d12. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, I guess so. It would only take him one.
All right, it's in your journal now.
Yes, you're right. And then you're right there.
Right. Something.
She kind of shows the note to everybody, and it says, I can't get out, and it looks like it's written in blood.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
They just wanted to talk to us, and you shot them with a crossbow.
Thanks.
They didn't do a very good. They didn't try enough to communicate.
Well, you shot them before they could.
Well, they could have said something before I shot them.
The two lizard folk are both face palming.
See, they're on my side.
They didn't even say anything about why we were attacking them.
Let's just find what we're looking for. I don't even know what we're looking for.
Library.
Wait. We knew that there was a portal that led to another dimension here in the castle. And we just discovered that this teleportation circle is a portal to another dimension in the castle.
Yes.
And it's no longer working.
Yes.
Yes.
And someone's trapped. Oh.
So what we're looking for is now no more. Is everybody on that same page with me?
I don't quite understand now.
Bugbear shrugs. Yeah, sure. Let's get out of here. I don't like it down here.
But there could be more.
And there's a whole other section I want to check out, but
I got what I'm looking for, so I'm fine either way.
you got a jug of wine?
If he's a sip.
What more do I need?
Actually, he's got a jug of ale, but
This doesn't seem right. I think there's something else to this.
I feel like this isn't enough to bring back to the guild.
No.
Well, basically just adding to the mystery.
Before we run on, do you want to take a little short little resty poo? Maybe.
Sure. There's one entrance to this place, right?
there's one entrance to this room, yes.
Why it leads to this room or another room?
It was there was a door, I believe.
It goes to the bathing room, yeah. That's the only thing, and then it's
big is the bathing room?
It's big enough for two large tubs that can fit multiple people.
Would it be about a 20-foot cube?
Something like that, I'd imagine.
I will ritual cast for 10 minutes in there to create an alarm. So if anything besides us walk in there, I will know.
All right.
I'm gonna take a short rest then.
How does that work? Anything move in there? Is it based on movement? How does the alarm spell work in that sense?
Any creature that enters the area that the alarm spell, which is the entire perimeter of that room.
So it counts undead and construct both?
Just the creatures. Anything that can sneak up on us. I select the creatures that I allow not to trigger it. And I'm selecting us.
Alrighty. Got it. So how long are you guys resting for? You're taking a short rest of like an hour or two? You're taking a long rest?
I would say short rest because I don't think we can wait a long rest and still catch up with the caravan.
No. I was gonna say just a short rest to use hit dice because I'm almost out of heal. Almost out of spells.
I'm gonna see if I get anything back on a short rest, which I might not. Long rest. Contact. Yes, nothing. When do I get to keep points?
Three.
By the way, have you guys closed the door to this room for extra security?
I mean, I had imagined so as long as we can get out.
Alright.
So because we were going to the castle, I imagine he wouldn't have used his marker and cover so before. So now I have
William is just gonna lay on the floor drinking some booze for 30 minutes. That's his meditating. Then he gets his key points back.
Alright. Everybody roll me a perception check.
all right. Yeah, as a note, if anything enters that bathing room, I will get a mental note, a mental ring. I'm not gonna make it audible. Don't want them to know that I know.
Oh, I got my channel divinity back. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my superiority dice back.
I have 3 spells total left.
I have to.
I didn't know monks got their key points back on the short rests. That's good to know.
Yes, they do.
Because I was like planning to save a key point for like the boss fights, but now I know. Oh, I can get more on the short rest.
I made a lot of use of key points with Mountain Fist.
Yeah, I love that. That is awesome.
I'm just gonna look up and look around the group and go, did anyone hear that?
What?
Sounded like a voice.
No,
What did
nothing's
it
in
say?
the room.
What did the voice say?
I couldn't quite make it out.
Mine said drink more.
Well, maybe. Though that would be strange if a voice called out and told you to drink more.
Would it?
Yes.
So your 30 minutes have gone by. Your short rest is complete. Who's opening the door? Or what else do you guys do before that?
Well, I let them know that there's no tiny or larger creature that's entered that room.
I'll open the door.
Alright. You open the door, but instead of seeing the bathroom you were expecting with the alarm and all that in it, instead there is a vast and I mean vast, library beyond it. Books.
I rush past, and if I can get past Rhiannon.
You shall not pass.
John says two things. He sees this. One goes, huh? And two, books.
I'm like, yes! He just goes rushing in and get past Rhiannon.
William looks to Adler and says, "We're never gonna get out of here, man. We're never gonna get out."
The two lizards folks are just kind of staring at it in confusion. The bugbear's like, what? What? But the confirmed nerds in the party just kind of rush in headlong. It is a vast room full of books, books upon books, bookshelves everywhere, little seating areas here and there, a few desks and tables. Everything looks like pristine and exacting condition. There are even some flameless torches around, giving off light but no heat. And there's not even much in the way of dust in the air. It's all as if somebody was just in here polishing and dusting and putting the books to right, and then left as soon as you're entering in the door.
I would like to figure out what happened with maybe a check of some kind. The Arcana.
All right. Rhiannon, did you tell them what you were sensing earlier?
What? The necromantic and conjuration magic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yes, I did.
John would put that together and think to himself, somehow this entire place is either a complete illusion. The entire area down here, every room that you've come across is a complete illusion, or somehow the rooms are changing. You're not sure which.
Please don't tell me you did the whole house is a mimic thing.
No, it's not a mimic.
This is all an illusion, which I kind of put my hand on the stone.
It feels very real.
Which I doubt. Or the rooms are all moving, which is... I can still sense my alarm-ish.
Yeah, but it's not in front of you. It's within a mile of you. It's definitely not in front of you anymore. But you didn't even notice it missing until you noticed the library in front of you, at which point you kind of get the feeling that it's either above or below it.
My thinking is when the door's shut, and we waited for so long, because we waited about a half hour, that maybe, I wonder how long it takes to move.
I'm tempted to shut the door, but I don't want it.
We could shut the door when we're in the library.
Ooh, yes.
I like that plan better.
But we make sure everyone's in here because we don't want to get separated, because if it gets separated, we might not actually ever meet up and we might get lost in here forever.
Well, this counts as favored terrain.
The library would count as favored terrain for all the book nerds in the group.
Whee!
I'm going to pick a ranger, and this is going to be a book nerd, and the favorite terrain is the libraries and bookstores.
I'd allow that. As GM, I would allow that.
Jumping from shelf to shelf.
Your job is librarian. Anybody messes with your library? You ever watch the movie UHF? If you have, you know what I'm going at. If you haven't, you must watch it now. Just ignore this game forever. Oh, as soon as this game's over, Google UHF and see the movie and see if you can watch it.
My favorite enemy is people who don't return to books on time.
Exactly.
So let's get everybody in the room, into the library, and then try closing the door. You want to try that?
Yes.
Sure, why not? It's not like we know where we're going anyway.
The bugbear just seems very startled and upset and is like, books! No, not books! He does not look at all happy. The two lizard folk are quiet and contemplative.
Teeth.
Rhiannon will take out one of her rations and puts it on one of the tables in the library for the lizard folk and the bugbear just to have a snack. And here, eat this. We'll go have a good time. We'll be back in a little bit.
I will spend 10 minutes on the door itself this time, casting alarm. So anything that goes through a door, I will know.
And, I
How
will.
many?
Hmm?
I will just run off and go. You guys are mad if you're not going for the books immediately, and just go straight for the shelf.
All right.
Oh,
So
go.
in front of one of the shelves, and you're next to a comfy chair. There's even a desk nearby with some paper and a few some quills, and even an inkwell.
Amazing.
So this is like a massive, massive library,
Yes,
correct?
you guys could conceivably separate in this library, wander off, and each one of you could be lost and not see the other one for a while.
Have I ever heard of a library like this in all of my historical? Something this massive, I feel like there would be a record of.
You've never heard of a library like this in the material plane. The only thing that comes close to this, although you've got the sneaking suspicion that this is not the case, is the ethereal library, is a vast and ever ongoing. Basically, your version of your version and your fellow nerds' versions of heaven, probably.
Well, there's a legendary library that it's from Denier, and then I think it's Ogma, I think are the two gods, and it's a legendary like library that you try to. That's why I'm.
If there's a godly one, no, this doesn't look like it's grand enough to be bad. It's nothing on that scale.
Okay.
And it's nothing like on the ethereal library scale either. It doesn't even feel like it's a node of the ethereal library. It just feels like it's almost as if a continuous tomb of sorts, but instead of like bodies and winding paths of like bodies and like stacked in the walls, a catacomb, you've instead got books and tables and chairs.
Okay.
The architecture. I'm interested in seeing who built this.
Again, it's hard to tell. It looks probably human architecture, although it might have some dwarven influences in terms of it feels like it's underground, not normal for humans, but the size and the shape of everything in the layout is more human in nature.
Interesting.
The lack of windows feels more dwarven. So it's like a human and a dwarf work together to create this library or something. But it doesn't feel like 1T. Because I know they're like humanoid and underground, but this definitely does not feel like it's a 1T.
Yeah, I don't see any pictures of snakes.
Well, there's a book on snakes, and you can see that on one of the shelves somewhere. But it's not like it's a worship of snakes. It's just like a general anatomy. No.
Oh God, no.
There's like books on nature, books on religion, books on geography of Faerun and all that.
Do I see any kind of way to make out how?
Make out what you kind of cut off after that.
Oh, do I kind of see how the books are sorted through these massive corridors?
Yes, they're definitely sorted in categories. Like you see one grouping of like all natural stuff, like on reptiles, again your snakes. Another one dealing with like locations in Faerun, like various areas, a history of Waterdeep, a history of Daggerford, that sort of thing.
Using this, I will run over and see if I can find a book on this place.
My idea.
You all start
I would like to assist.
gathering around. Okay, yeah, roll a investigation check.
Yeah, can I have advantage because?
Yes, you guys get advantage. All of you get to roll, and all of you get advantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Boop.
And the books should be in order, so I think.
So you take it down, and eventually you come across a book called The Personal History of... Hold on, let me turn to the right page for the guy's name. How did I put my bookmark in there? Hold on. Oh, here it is. Dragonspear Castle. It says, it says something, the life and times of Darius, founder of Dragonspear Castle. And it goes on to talk about how he built a castle above above a cavern where there was a settlement of the fallen. Sorry, there was a settlement where the fallen Kin Glim was interred. I believe that's the name of maybe somebody very important or a god, maybe? I don't know. And apparently from the dates, this is about 200 years ago. At some point, there was mention of creating some kind of machine. Basically, at the back of the books, some of the pages just seem to be screwed up. It says something about making some sort of portal, that he accidentally created a portal to the infernal realm and found a way to change it, but then it doesn't say anything else after that.
So I can record and borrow this book back to Waterdeep.
John just goes around. Nope. No, sir.
I'm just gonna put it in my bag and go dibs.
Fair.
What? Willem is also gonna look for a book. He is going to the artisans corner if there is something like that.
There's basically a bookshelf for everything. Probably even find one on tentacle porn if you want.
No thanks.
Try to get it on with the elder gods.
that
Flirting with Cthulhu 101.
that would be Logan, not William. Logan had some intrigue with some.
We have no idea what happened to Logan after he fell through that portal. For all you know, Cthulhu was on the other side.
I don't know. I know nothing as far as I'm concerned. I don't remember. Did you ever tell me what happened to him? I don't remember.
No, and I'm not going to. It might become relevant at some point. I don't want you to have meta knowledge.
Dang. Yeah, he's gonna look on books on brewing alcohol or on making clothes. Either of those.
Roll a 1d2. You locate your stack of books on brewing. They're now sucked in for a while. The two lizard folk appear to be looking at various books. One of them's got open a tome on architecture and is poring over it. Another one seems to be dealing with military maneuvers. The bugbear, on the other hand, looks very uncomfortable and is just sitting there munching on the rash and grumbling to himself. He really does not want to be here in this library.
Don't worry, at least we're safe.
The bugbear kind of narrows his eyes at John.
What? The books aren't going to hurt you.
He kind of points over at Rhiannon and says, "She conjured a book that was hitting a ghost."
Yeah, but she's not going to hit you.
Huh.
She just lightly pats him and walks off and goes and just kind of smells the deep smell of the awesome old books and just is very blissfully happy walking along.
Yeah, it's kind
Tobias keeps cutting off. I couldn't hear him.
of... Oh, sorry.
Not your fault. Something just keeps cutting you off.
It's hard to tell what Sunday would continue doing after finding that book? I assume he would just go and
He's probably
arouse.
sitting there reading it and getting all that knowledge I mentioned.
Yeah, okay, suppose. Yeah, that's what I would do. Gain all the knowledge of this castle.
Oh, Rhiannon would try to find in the religious section some information in regards to the red and white banners and different iconography from the hall.
Okay, so as she's looking that up, she finds a picture of such a feasting hall, and it says something about religion of over 1,000 years ago in the north. Some kind of winter celebration where everything is covered in ice and snow, and people just kind of gather together in the warmth and celebrate the winter as a way not to fear it, and share food and give gifts and sing songs and drink all sorts of good stuff. And they're like hanging the white for snow and the red for feasting next to each other, just to celebrate and band together against the winter.
I guess John was just reading random books.
After a few hours of this, the bugbear is getting very frustrated. Yeah, you need to get going.
Let me check something. I'm going to open the door. The one we came in.
So, what did you say? You're opening the door again?
I said I'm going to open the door we came in because I want to check to see if things changed again.
Okay, give me 1 second.
All right.
Maybe Sunday will find something in the book to get us out. Sunday, look in the book if there's a treasure or something, or a wine cellar. Yeah, wine cellar, definitely.
I look very concentrated on the book and my notes, and he goes,
See beyond you, a rectangular chamber with no, it's nothing like that. Oh, that's perfect. That's not right. That's the right side. You see a large rectangular chamber filled with tools. It looks like it belongs to a tomb. Now, Sunday had read out some of it. You mentioned something about having this place having been built over a tomb, the castle at any rate. So perhaps this room that you're looking into was part of that. You could see tools and storage things meant for preparations for the dead. Although a lot of it does seem to be burned, but you can still make out bits of robes, bits of coffins, bits of digging equipment.
Wow, this is interesting.
Seeing the door open, I'll kind of head back to head that in that direction. Do we see any sort of symbols, anything religious specifically that I'm looking for in the internment area?
No, it looks like all of that part of it has been burned, taking away any possibility of knowing what sort of religious organizations this place belongs to. Come on up.
Well, given that my readings earlier were necromantic, this might not be uh, the most positive of areas. Let's just leave it at that.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I think your thing broke up.
I was just saying to the group that, given my previous readings of necromancy throughout the castle, that this probably won't be the most positive of areas to be on the lookout.
Is everybody interested in leaving this room at this point? I mean, the bugbear is heading out, kind of ignoring the rest of the group at this point. But the rest of you interested in leaving? Are you still captivated by the library and what kind of knowledge you have inside?
After Willem found a good book about brewing, some interesting recipes, he probably is on the same train as the bugbear unless other people really want to stay.
But the bugbear is
really
basically
want to
pushing
stay.
Bassy by and doesn't seem to care. And it's just heading out into the ash-filled chamber.
Wow, that's interesting.
I begrudgingly leave.
But let's leave the door open so that we
Yeah, let's
don't.
not close the door. I agree.
I'll follow. I'll put the book down in my bag.
And the rest of you? William, John?
I don't know. I think John would probably just look around in this new room now, see if anything pops out about him. So I guess investigation.
Yep, that works.
No, it looks like a room. It's got 4 walls, ceiling, floor.
I'll help with that as well.
And there is a passageway on
Yep.
the
That
far
room's
side.
4 walls. And this is how we die.
Mm-hmm. At least we'll be dead by a library, so that'll make us happy, right?
Oh,
No,
Only if you
being
stay
a
in
ghost
said library.
I would
Well-
love to be a ghost in this library.
Willem doesn't want to die in a library. He shouldn't
Is
die
she
in a
actually
library.
saying that out loud, or are you just thinking that?
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm wondering, are you saying that out loud, or are you...
Don't get any ideas. No, I'm just thinking it. No. I'm not going to give the DM that much power. No, I'm thinking it.
No, you just have to be careful around me of what you're saying in character and out of character, because if you say something interesting in character like that, something might happen.
Well, okay, so in all fairness, she might say, like, maybe someday whenever I die, I hope that my spirit inhabits a library. I'll say that. But I'm not ready to die now.
Roll a 1d2 for me.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Insta killed.
Alright, so what are you guys doing in the mostly ash-filled formal burial preparation room?
Is there John and Rhiannon both did investigation checks here, right?
Yeah, we both got 9s. We didn't.
Do my own investigation. Yeah, it is perfectly safe.
Hey,
That's right.
Sunny, did you find anything interesting in the book?
Yes, a lot of interesting things. DM?
It's mostly about, I just said earlier, you mentioned, it's built over a burial. There was originally created a portal to the Infernal, but somehow changed it. It didn't say anything else beyond that.
Well, nothing about this place. And I'm sorry, I didn't see anything about a wine cellar.
Shall we go forward?
I walk
I
in.
think so. Yeah.
It's
You guys
perfectly
say
safe.
if you guys say it's safe,
Yeah, it's
definitely.
perfectly safe.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I'll
four
believe
walls,
you guys.
a roof, a floor. Safe.
I've no reason not to believe you guys.
I waltz in.
You can trust us. We're smart.
Yeah, there's like one other exit you can easily see because of the ash-filled space, and you see that it is, excuse me, a corridor 10 feet long, and on the other side of the corridor
A corridor.
is a open space chamber, and you can see there that it is that doesn't make sense. Appears to be a guard room, but it looks like the guard the various things were armor and weapons, the various racks that Rihanna's saying something, I'm sorry. Rihanna seems to be talking to the wall. Is there, Shuttle?
Yeah, I'm here. That's all I say.
So, well, you just see the guard room that seems like everything's been pushed against the walls, and various cots have been set up in the middle of the room. But that's far away. But Rhiannon has stopped in the middle of the current room you're in, and it seems to be talking to herself.
Who are you talking to?
You all right, miss?
It could be something here playing tricks, but something is toying with my faith in order to appease me. And I think we should be very careful and have our wits about us.
Are you hearing voices in your head?
Possibly.
What did they tell you?
Well, it told me that if I wanted to, I could stay in this library after I died, and it would make that arrangement, but I wasn't able to tell any of you. But I care about you, and I'm willing to risk helping others in need, and if that information will help my party, I will share that with you at the sacrifice of my end.
Sunday's gonna look a little bit. Yeah, so I might have been hearing stuff since we first stepped down the staircase down here. And I'm sorry.
What did it say?
It told me about the library.
Oh,
And,
did
Well, how bad can it be? Like, it told me about the library, and we found the library, and it was missing. And then it told me about things in the book that I should write down.
Did he tell you about a way out?
GM?
It hasn't said anything like that, no.
Nope.
Next time, ask him about it, because if he doesn't tell it, I don't think he really has the good end for us.
I'm not sure if it's a two-way communication.
Do I still see the figure?
No, it seems to be gone. You can't look at it. It's not there. You only
We
ever
should
saw
all be
it.
very careful.
You only ever saw it from the corner of your eye, anyway.
I'll promise that if I hear voices in my head again, I'll tell you.
Right.
This only works if we all work together.
I'm sorry.
I will keep an ear out for voices in your heads.
You do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I think at this point everybody should roll a will saving throw.
Will
Will?
saving.
Yep. Sorry, wisdom saving throw. I spent all that time on 3.5 that my brain automatically says will save instead of wisdom save.
Oh, that's not good.
Nope, it's not good for John either.
At the threshold to the library, Jordan and John, you both see a shimmering figure just kind of undulating, kind of partially merged with the shadows. It seems to wave there for a moment as if waiting for you to draw it.
Waiting for us to draw it?
Well, because you guys have been drawing things all this time.
That's what I was just making sure I heard you correctly.
Yeah. But neither William nor Sunday notice it, but the two of you do.
Is this before or after I hear the voice? That's the kicker.
This is after the conversation that you've been having with everybody.
Given my role, I would imagine I would not be smart enough. I would start drawing the figure, and I would probably edge.
He's already got his the one book floating to his right, and he's drawing. Oh yes.
Rhiannon starts following suit and does the same.
How many pages do you guys have in your books anyway?
Mine is a big ass leather tome. That's what it says on my on my sheet.
By the time it's vanished again, both of you kind of noticed that you've written and drawn several more pages than you thought you had. There's just some weird notes that you really can't read. Kind of like the little pictures, weird stuff that you've apparently done without thinking about it. Either that or something made them appear and you just flip to the page automatically.
Well, that's interesting.
So I'm keeping a track. So what would you classify that as? Weird symbols?
Yeah, weird symbols. All right. The bugbear kind of finally made it already into the old guard room and is now kind of peering at the rest of you guys from down the corridor and yells, "Are you guys coming or what?" He seems to be completely unaware of the drama that was played out here.
She'll kind of shrug off the weird feeling she's having and
I'm gonna bring some more.
I'm gonna, sort of falling toward Rhiannon, but I'm also gonna walk over to something and go, "What do you make of these?"
take a wee thing. To Willem? 'Cause Willem doesn't know shit that.
No, Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Oh, I look down. What
They're
do I see?
similar to some of the stuff that you've been scribbling lately.
More so the last pages that he doesn't seem to understand. Weird drawings.
So they're little drawings, or are they a language we just can't understand?
It's basically at the level of they could easily be either like a pictographic language you're not familiar with, or just some really weird drawings.
And I don't recognize it either.
No, you don't. But you know that you've been drawing them yourself.
Oh, I'll pull open my book and go, well, yeah, like these.
Interesting. Put a little note on the page in the bottom right-hand corner. Go. Shared delusional drawings of something.
I'll write a note under the weird symbols and go. That goes. What are these?
What are these?
Brandon will turn around. What languages do you two speak?
Oh, I know common, halfling, celestial, goblin.
I celestial, common, and
I know primordial, but that's probably not it.
I don't know what Adler. I have a sneaking suspicion this might be infernal, given that there was a portal to the infernal world in this area.
but the portal was changed, wasn't it?
And the lizard folk look at you guys and say, and I don't recall seeing devilly sort of things. We just, I don't, unless those things that we fought earlier kind of like look over at you have anything to do with devils. Do you think they were devils?
They're more like freaks, demons.
I speak Abyssal.
I speak a little.
The two lizard folk kind of look at each other and say, well, we speak common and draconic.
Yeah, I speak common, draconic, dwarvish, elvish, abyssal, celestial.
Whatever it is, you don't seem to understand it.
Oh yeah, well
Only I had learned comprehend languages.
Out of character, I think I know which language it is. I don't know if it's an actual language though, so.
Did Josh say he has comprehend languages?
I don't have it, unfortunately.
Okay.
I wish I did right now.
Well, maybe another
Two spells I
level.
wish I had.
I can get it after a long rest, probably. If it's a first level spell.
Oh, what do you guys wish to do?
Huh?
To the one side of you, there's the library. To another side of you, there's a corridor leading to an old guard room that seems to have been set up as a temporary barracks of some kind.
I guess we head towards the guard room, I say, as I look to the library, like...
As a note, comprehend languages is a first level spell.
Oh, it is?
Oh, fuck. Yes.
I mean,
Oh, I guess I can't get it then.
technically speaking, a guard barracks should be close to the exit, but then again, it should never be this close to a library, so I don't know.
Unless...
Well, you are standing in a
everything's moving
burial and
around.
preparation chamber at the moment,
Well, everything seems to be moving around.
except for the
So-
bugbear who seems to have vanished beyond that room.
Yeah.
Wait.
Bugbear number 2?
Oh. Wait, we lost number 1?
Yes.
Instead of BB-8, it's BB-2.
BB2.
BB-2.
I call out, BB2. Where are you?
You're breaking Grizz.
Yes.
Slowly.
After a moment, you see the head of the bugbear kind of like poke around the corridor and just kind of narrow its eyes at you.
Ah, there he is.
There he is.
That way.
I start walking that way.
I'll start walking that way as well.
She skips over to the bugbear.
Go to the bugbear. Bugbear kind of like just folds his arms. Doesn't look like we're making any real progress out of here. And he points at the two more passages, one across from you, another one leading off to the wall to the right of you.
Huh.
Now, easy. We just go straight ahead.
Okay.
Straight ahead.
Yep. I'm drawing.
I march forward.
Alright. Walk into another large chamber with all sorts of plinths and display cases around that would have been quite lovely if not for the huge pool of water in the middle of the room and soaking into your feet. It looks like at some point this room that was used for displays or trophies got damaged with a water spill that you have no idea where it could have come from at this point. And everything's now smelling of mildew, mold, and stagnant water that's in the middle of it. The bugbear seems to be completely frustrated at its disappearance. It just kind of yells and hits one of the trophy cases in frustration. It's like, nothing makes any sense here! He seems to be losing it.
It makes perfect sense.
He kind of looks at John with a murderous gaze.
We're in a room. Rooms all shift around into random order.
But is the order random?
More than likely. I haven't seen any rhyme or reason otherwise.
We haven't done more testing. What if there is an order to them? And if we could decipher it, we could find our way out.
So, everybody roll a 1d100 for me, please.
Who?
Everybody roll a 1d100 for me, please.
Everybody, roll the dice.
Yes!
This is where we could
Yeah,
possibly die.
thing.
Sunday, as you're explaining things to the bugbear, you trip over a long dead body and go rolling out into the water. Your chin wraps on the floor and water gets up your nose.
I don't think you're supposed to swim in it.
I tried to get up.
The body does not move. It's been dead for so long.
Ew. Bloated body.
No, it's like everything's rotted off of it at this point. You do notice that there seems to be some kind of note laying in the skeleton palm.
I grab it.
Ooh, what does it say?
Oh, I don't know yet. I haven't opened it. I'm too scared. Just hold on a second. I gotta fold it slowly because it's wet. I don't want to rip it.
Alright, it's in your journal now.
I unfold it. I need to unfold it once more. And again.
It's a grocery list.
It says milk.
The lizard folk look at you. The lizard folk look at you inquiringly.
I can't see what's in the note.
Oh, you can't. Hold on. Do you see a note in your inventory?
Yes, thank you. Huh. I'll hand it to John.
Did you say hand it to John?
Yes. Yeah.
I read it.
It's now in your inventory. Or rather, handouts.
Huh. It literally just says, it all leads back to the library.
I told you.
Does it say it all leads back to the library, or does it say something else?
It all leads back to the library.
The bugbear just kind of screams in rage and starts breaking other stuff with its hands. Like, no, 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 no!
Actually, yes.
Actually, a lot of yes. That makes me think the library is key to maybe getting in and out.
So if we move back to the library, maybe we can find a way out. Because the library cannot lead back to the library. See? I'm not as stupid as I look.
Yes. We open the doors. Eventually, it should rotate enough that we might see the room with the stairs.
Exactly.
Because the library can't lead to the library. It's just like that saying. All roads lead to Baldur's Gate.
Exactly.
So Nolan and Roger look at you with amusement and say, all roads lead back to Waterdeep.
Well, if you're in Waterdeep,
why would you want to go back to Waterdeep? We're going to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but now we're going to Baldur's Gate, but technically everything leads back to Waterdeep.
Only if we go back there.
Not if you're in Waterdeep, then the roads don't lead there.
The bugbear appears to be having a mental breakdown and is making stuff on the other side of the room.
I'm just gonna huddle up with my two companions.
I'm gonna walk over to the bugbear and I'm gonna offer him some drink.
The bugbear kind of looks over at you. Roll a 1d2.
If he is going to try to drink everything of it, I will kick his ass. Just to let you know.
I will kick his ass for alcohol.
Bugbear does not take the drink. Instead, the bugbear, without warning, swings out his morning star straight at you.
Oh!
Oh, whoa. Calm down, Hulk.
Alright, alright. Oh, alright. I should have said how. Too late now.
Calm down, bugbear number 2.
BB2, no.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna kick him. Now I gotta kick his butt.
Roll initiative.
Oh, I guess we're killing BB2.
Stay out of this. This is my fight.
We're not gonna be able to react before you do shit.
Alright, William.
I'm gonna kick him in the chin. That misses. Then I'm gonna. He's gonna get kicked in the face. that hits.
Yep.
Cartwheels.
and then I'm gonna use Fury of Blows so I can get another strike, and then I'm gonna hit him in the gut.
Alright.
and then I'm gonna run like 20 circles around him to get him dizzy. 'Cause at this point, I can move 20 feet around for this round. No,
What
60.
What else do you do?
That's it. I'm just gonna run circles around him.
Okay, Rhiannon.
She'll laugh, and then she will be like, "Baby Two, what are you doing?" And then she'll cast Sacred Flame.
What?
What are you doing? Die.
High five. Get out of it.
It doesn't even register on the bugbear that you just tried to hit him with a spell. Adler.
Shit, that's me. Sorry. Sorry, my bad.
Oh god, that was good. What?
And Adler just basically comes in, slices the bugbear in just the right spot, and the blood just comes gushing down, splattering over William and Adler as the bugbear drops to the floor dead.
William looks angry at that, Lara.
Adlar.
Sorry, were you killing that?
Sound and righteous. This was the righteous duel between men. Or a man and a big beast.
Wait, do we actually get XP for this?
Yes.
Well,
The bugbear went crazy and it attacked you guys.
William turns towards the lizard man. XP.
The folk just kind of glare at him. But no, you will not get XP for actually attacking NPCs in your party, but you will get XP for defending yourself against somebody that's gone crazy.
Somebody that has gone crazy. That's an interesting choice of words right there.
Yeah, so we already have 3 people who are starting to go crazy, and we don't know about the lizard man. Alright.
Well, one's a
He's
man, one's a
not
woman.
like books. I think that's why he went crazy.
Yeah. But that'll be for next session in 2 weeks.
Alright.
Alright.
Note, bugbears are allergic to books, causes mental breakdown.
Until next time.
Yeah.